And we welcome you for the last time of Day 3 to the 2022 AA State Tournament live on mylocalradio.com. Brought to you by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming. Thorne Rider Field is where we find ourselves for this matchup between the two top teams in the tournament. Number 2 Gillette taking on number 1 Cheyenne. First pitch scheduled for about 8 minutes from now, and then we'll join the voice of the Gillette Rough Riders, Mr. Chris Brintle, as he's been kind enough to donate his, not donate, but provide us with a audio feed, as we will go ahead and turn it over to him to call the game in a matter of just a few minutes. But here are the storylines. The winner of this game, no matter what, will get to play for a state title in 2022. The question is if the winner of tonight's game loses, that's when things get interesting. But no matter what, the winner tonight will be in a matchup for a state championship. The matchups tomorrow are already set. The question is what time will they be played? Gillette will play the home team, Sheridan, and Cheyenne will play the Cinderella team of 2022, the number 6 seed, the Jackson Giants, after they upset the Casper Oilers in another extra inning game. Final score 3-2. We are about 7 minutes away from first pitch. We will get you set for more before we turn it over to Chris Brintle. It's the 2022 AA State Tournament from live from Sheridan on mylocalradio.com. Brought to you by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming. Receive the best service in the industry when you lease or purchase office equipment from the professional, friendly staff at Mountain West Business Solutions. With a guaranteed quick turnaround time, we will save you money, time, and energy with quality products and customer service that is unmatched in the industry. Serving customers in Wyoming and Utah, Mountain West Business Solutions is a local company with a toll-free number, 866-583-9925. Call us today.
Ready has provided safety and excellence in the industrial construction and support services since 1982. We have the crews and equipment for hydro excavation, dirt and equipment hauling, as well as produced and potable water hauling. We also offer septic tank cleaning services, portable toilets, and roll-off dumpster rentals for facility shutdowns, on location or for your next outdoor event. Call us today to discuss how we can help with your next project. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Welcome back to the Union broadcast booth. Dealing off with you until we get ready for Chris Brintle of KLED and Gillette as we get set for this matchup, and this is a big one. The top 2 seeds in the state doing battle for a spot in the championship. The winner of this game will play for a state championship no matter what happens, but it will also determine what time the semifinals are. We're going to go ahead and talk more about that after we step aside for our national anthem.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars
right, we are ready to get started here at the 2022 state tournament. Gillette still have not given up a run as they beat Jackson just yesterday. Or excuse me, Gillette have not had very close games, rather, as they beat Jackson yesterday 13-3, and then took care of Rock Springs in 10 runs as well. Gillette has run ruled all of their opponents. However, for the Cheyenne Post 6 Sixers, they won a 6-0 game against Evanston, which was a 1-0 game going into the fourth, and then Evanston had 2 outs and were not able to get the second out before the Sixers exploded for 5 innings as we get ready for this one. And then, of course, Cheyenne won an instant classic over Sheridan 4-2 just last night at the Wind Rider Field. Now we turn it over to the voice of the Gillette Rough Riders, KLD out of Gillette, Chris Brintle.
Julian Romero. Batting 6th and playing right field, Dominic Lopez. Batting 7th and catching, Caden Anderson. Batting 8th and playing DH, Ethan Reisdorfer. And batting 9th and playing center field, Ben Bowman. Again for Cheyenne, Tafoya McAnally, Costopoulos, Hastings Romero Lopez, Anderson Reisdorfer, and Bowman. Wyatt Hott getting the start for Cheyenne. I think a lot of people expected Coulter McAnally today. Nope, they're going to save him for later on in this tournament. So Wyatt Hott has a tremendous ERA of 1.17. So Hott has had a tremendous year, 6-1 record. He has been absolutely fantastic. He'll take on a Rough Rider lineup, a young lineup that has really come on strong here late in this season. Important for Gillette here, I think, to build belief against Cheyenne and not just hang around early, but get a lead early. And I think they've got a shot to do that tonight against Wyatt Hott, who's had a tremendous season. Please don't get me wrong. He's had a tremendous year, but I think this Gillette lineup can get to Hott here in this pressure situation. I'll see if I'm correct. Seth Peterson to lead things off. Seth, the 8th grade sensation. He's been fabulous this year, hitting over 300 on the year. First pitch, moments away. It is right at 7 o'clock. Hott leans in. The lefty gets his sign. Glove resting on the right side of his hip. Seth hitting over 321 driven in. 2 for 4, 5 ribbies in the postseason. First pitch, a four-seam fastball misses away. First pitch right at 7 o'clock. Game time temperature 80 degrees. Lefty versus righty matchup. Good crowd already in Sheridan. It's going to get more packed as this game progresses. There's a four-seam fastball catching the outer portion of the plate. Count 1-1 to Seth. The 8th graders really stepped up so far in the postseason. Mason Drew on deck, a freshman. Now the 1-1. And that one tails a little bit too in. And the count is 2 balls and a strike to Seth Peterson. We are live in Sheridan. The winner moves on to Thursday. And actually, the winner clinches a spot in Championship Friday. The 2-1. That's a fastball. That's a strike on the outer edge. And the count is 2-2 to Seth Peterson. Cheyenne Post 6, their powder blue hats, red bill, 6 in red down on the hats in front of them. They have their navy blue uniforms with the powder blue and red trim. The 2-2. Struck him out looking outside corner. He got him. That is a backdoor slider that got Seth Peterson. And that brings up Mason Drew. Drew, a freshman, hitting .328, 6 homers, 60 driven in the regular season. He's 1 for 5 with the ribby in the postseason. He's 8 for his last 17. Now, Drew was injured for about 2.5 weeks, getting hit in the hand with a line drive. He's got the white batting gloves on. Right-handed batter, slightly open stance. First pitch to Mace. Fastball outside, the count 1-0 to Drew. Just underway, scoreless game, top of the first, 1 out, bases empty. You can feel the tension here at Thorne Rider Stadium early. The 1-0. That one lifted foul off the netting behind home plate. This Rough Rider team today has to be aggressive. They can't be timid. They can't be shy. And sometimes they might have to be a bit bellicose if they're going to win this ball game. Hott is ready, the 1-1. Chopper towards third, goes foul. 2 hops into the 2 hands of 17th-year Rough Rider manager Nate Perleyberg. Perleyberg hasn't had an error in a while. He has 18 on the year. He's gone about a month without an error. He's balling out there. We'll check his fielding percentage later on. I think it's at 920. The 1-2. And that one misses away. 2-2 to the freshman Mason Drube, who again is a sensational, terrific player. He's very talented. In fact, there's some D1 coaches already fascinated by Mason Drube. Of course, his late father, Kirby Drew, watching from the heavens. Hott is ready. The 2-2 pitch. And that one just a bit low at the shins, and the count is 3-2 to Drube. A good at bat here. 1 out, nobody on. Hott started his start with a strikeout as he got Seth Peterson looking. Now he deals the 3-2 to the freshman Drube, and Drew pops it up first base side. Kostopoulos gives a look with his sunglasses on, but it'll sail out of play. Now a couple of youngsters will file off the yellow and green bleachers and chase after the foul ball. Count full to Drew. Hott, the lefty, is ready at the belts. Cox's left arm, 3-2 pitch. He got him looking inside corner. Two-seam fastball tailing in on Drew. 2 strikeouts to start this inning for Wyatt Hott. And that brings up the dangerous Corey Schilling. Corey Schilling has 4 hits. He's 4 for 9 this year against Cheyenne pitching. 3 for 6 last Tuesday in Cheyenne. First pitch to him, strike called, outer edge. Against Cheyenne, 3-0 against Gillette this year. They've outscored them 23-6. There was only 1 close game in those 3 games. Cheyenne last Tuesday in game 1 of that doubleheader, 4-3. The late kick in the 0-1. Schilling rips this one foul behind home plate, high off the netting, and the count is 2 strikes. Schilling hitting .359, 1 homer, 65 driven in. He's hitting .450 in his last 12 games, currently in the midst of a 10-game hit streak. Now the lefty Hott deals the 0-2, and that one misses low at the shins. Try to get him to chase there, but to no avail. Great crowd on hand here in Sheridan. More people's coming in. The stretch from Hott, and the 1-2. Line drive, center field, but Bowman is right there. He sets his feet, and he makes the catch out in front of his navy blue uniform with the powder blue and the red trim. That ends the Riders in the first. Hott gets them in order. We go to the bottom of the first. It's the Rough Riders, nothing. It's the Sixers coming up.
As one of the region's most visited websites, MyLocalRadio.com is here to serve you. Catch up on local and regional news and information. Buy, sell, or trade your good used items on the radio classifieds. Check the weather forecast or catch our live coverage of your high school teams in action, all on MyLocalRadio.com. Like us on Facebook so you never miss a giveaway, and visit MyLocalRadio.com today to stream it all live.
When it comes to protecting what you love, you want an insurance agent that cares more about your world or about what you need. And that's exactly what you get with me, Todd Jones, your Southwest Wyoming Allstate agent. I am an agent who knows what it's like to live in Southwest Wyoming and one who wants to protect our way of life as much as you do. Contact the Jones Allstate Agency today for your free quote, 307-789-1541. Again, that's 307-789-1541. Allstate, you're in good hands.
Allstate and affiliates offer products and services subject to availability, terms, and conditions.
Gillette goes down in order as we welcome you back to the Union broadcast booth. Chris Brintle will be joining us in the Union broadcast booth soon enough, as this is the 2022 AA State Tournament, brought to you on mylocalradio.com by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming. Everyone has a reason to buckle up. What is yours? Well, the Riders go down in order. It's time for the Sixers to go up against the strong right-hander, Jason Fink, as we turn it back over to Chris Brintle of KLED in Gillette.
Scoreless game, bottom of the first inning. The Rider ace getting the start, Jason Fink. 6'7" senior, mid-80s to high 80s fastball, slider, change, and curve, making his 15th appearance. His 12th start, he's 9-4, 0.88 ERA, 71 innings, 38 hits, 91 Ks, 26 walks. Quite the matchup here. First pitch to Mason Tafoya missed high. The second pitch is chopped and dribbled down the left field line foul. Goes across the chalk before the bag at third. Mason Tafoya, a dangerous dude. All he does is get on base. He hit .379 in the regular year, 2 for 5, 2 ribbies in the postseason here at the state tournament. Now the 1-1. Fastball a little bit upstairs above the belly button, and the count is 2 balls and a strike to Tafoya. Tafoya, McAnally, Kostopoulos. 3 dangerous dudes. 1, 2, 3 in that Sixer lineup. Fink rears back, fires some hard stuff away. 3-1 the count. Key for Jason Fink, he's going to be amped up. He has got to control himself and keep command early. If he can get out of these early innings, minimizing damage, he's going to have a quality start tonight. Count full, 3-2. Payoff pitch presented by Fisher Sand and Gravel. Fink, his feet stagger, glove out in front of his face. He cocks his right arm. The payoff offering after a high leg kick. And Tafoya gets under this one. Popped up shallow right. Kason Loftus coming up in shallow right. Reaches up above his brunette hair with his sunglasses on. He makes the catch. Kason lost his scarlet hat out there. 1 up, 1 down for post 6 in their portion of the first. And that brings up Coulter McAnally. Coulter, a dangerous dude, a future Utah Ute. McAnally in the regular season hit .444, 6 homers, 65 driven in. He has a .566 on base percentage. Fink with his feet staggered, rears back, the pitch to McAnally. And that is blew foul over the Rough Rider dugout and into the stands, and the count is 0-1. Jason Fink in his last outing against Cheyenne went 3 1/3 scoreless. Out of the bullpen. Fink this year does not have a start against the Sixers, the 0-1. Jammed him, but McAnally muscles it to center. Droop coming on. He slides on his sternum, and he makes a spectacular catch in shallow center field. The freshman sensation does it again. A rob job by Mason Droop as now he shoots a pantomime three-pointer. Well, he's a pretty good basketball player, too. 2 away here in the Cheyenne first. Those are the plays you have to make to beat the mighty Sixers. First pitch to Kostopoulos. Line shot down the line, foul. Over the head of Schilling, headed into the corner. And the count is 0-1 to Zach Kostopoulos. Power versus power here. Fink, Kostopoulos. Fink usually averaging 86. The wind from Jason rears back the 0-1. That's some hard stuff upstairs. And the count 1-1. Kostopoulos, .416 average, 7 homers, 67 driven in, 2 for 6 at the state tournament. The 1-1 to Zach. Swing and a miss. The pitch died on him. That is an absolute beauty by the Rider Ace. It's 1-2. Fink looks at the baseball, takes a deep breath. Feet staggered, glove in front of his face. You can see his eyes from my viewpoint. He rears back, he kicks, he fires the 1-2. Tried the backdoor slider, it stayed up. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, nobody on. Scoreless game, bottom of the first. Fink ready, rears back the 2-2 offering. He got him looking inside corner with the slider, and Fink shouts in jubilation and punches his glove. That ends the inning. 1, 2, 3, go the Sixers in the first. The Riders attacking early here, very aggressive and effervescent and even ardent in their dugout.
I buckle up because there's been too many fatalities around our house where somebody would have survived if they'd been wearing their seatbelt.
I definitely wear my seatbelt to keep him safe.
I wear it just for safety.
I buckle up because my mom makes me.
I buckle up to set a good example for my kids and to make sure they stay safe.
Getting home safe to my family.
I buckle up because it keeps me safe.
Go Pups, buckle up!
Buckle up for life, Wyoming.
The best cement comes from Ellingford Brothers in Evanston. They've been mixing cement for every type of job for generations. Major construction, road and bridge, cement blocks, foundations, sidewalks, curb and gutter, cement steps, septic tanks, and water troughs. No job is too large or too small. Make sure you get the best quality cement available at the best prices. Always get your cement from Ellingford Brothers. Call today. Ellingford Brothers. We know cement. 307-789-1515.
Welcome back to the Union Broadcast Booth. 2022 AA State Tournament live on mylocalradio.com. Brought to you by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming. Back to the voice of the Gillette Rough Riders, Chris Brintle.
This is low at the shins, and the count is 1-0 to the 6'7 senior Jason Fink. What a year Fink has had. 418 average, 5 homers, 91 driven in. That's in the regular year. 2 for 6, 2 RBIs at state. Fink 94 driven in altogether. 2-0 now to Fink. Haught is ready. The leg kick and the 2-0 pitch misses high and away. Now Wyatt Haught, very spastic in his delivery. When he starts, he just kind of goes for it. Not very methodical. He builds up his kinetic energy in a quick way. The 3-0 to Fink. Strike called at the knees. 3 balls and a strike to Jason Fink, a dangerous dude. He was very close to winning Player of the Year this year. The 3-1 pitch. Strike called, outer edge. Fink thought it was outside. He took a step towards first, and the count is 3-2. Count goes full, 3-2. Nobody on, nobody out. Haught has had a tremendous year. 1.17 ERA, as I mentioned. He comes set the 3-2. Fink will line this one towards right center field. Going over his Bowman, and it's over his head. And right off the Hunter Green wall onto the warning track. And Fink races into second with the leadoff double here in the top of the second inning. Jason Fink, a leadoff double. Riders in business here in the second in this winner's bracket game at state. So a stand-up double by Fink. That brings up Colson Cluck, who's had a tremendous postseason so far. He was 0 for 3 on day 1, 3 for 3 yesterday. He has reached 4 times in 7 plate appearances. He's 3 for 6, 2 ribbies. The stretch by Wyatt Haught. The pitch to Cluck. That four-seam fastball tails a little too far in. The count 1-0. Jason Fink, man, I talked to him at the hotel last night. He was pumped for this game. He's got a chip on his shoulder. He's got something to prove. Haught is ready. The 1-0 pitch. Waved at and missed. He took some off there. That's a nice change. And that's what Wyatt Haught, when he is on, that's what he's doing. He's locating his fastball. He's mixing his speeds. And when you can do that, you can keep hitters guessing. The count 1-1 to the senior Colson Cluck. Another senior, Jason Fink, takes his lead at second. The stretch by Haught. Ready at the belt, the 1-1. That one tails a little bit low at the shins, and the count is 2 balls and a strike. Two and 1 to Colson Cluck, man. He's had a mercurial career, a mercurial season. Trying to put it all together late. He has so far. 3 for 6, I mentioned, at the state tournament. The 2-1. And that one tipped right into the glove of Anderson behind the dish. And the count is even. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Colson. Jason Fink at second after his leadoff stand-up double. Nobody out. Haught is ready from the stretch. Haught rears back, the 2-2. And that is a popper down the right field line. Kostopoulos going over near the side track, and it's going to bounce out of play into the Rough Rider bullpen. Count even, 2-2. Both teams hot coming into this one. Gillette 16-4 in their last 20. How about this? Cheyenne has won 8 straight, and they are 20-1 in their last 21 games. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. He got him with a darting four-seamer on the outer edge. Cluck strikes out. He's the first casualty here in the Riders' second. Wyatt Haught with 3 Ks already in the game. Hott 7-0 on the year. He has not lost a decision. He now has 63 strikeouts to 17 walks. He has been really efficient, and at some point he's going to be a frontline guy, if not an ace, on the Sixer staff. First pitch misses low and in to Kaysen Loftus, the count 1-0. Loftus, a freshman. He's had a good postseason so far, has Kaysen. Kaysen 3 for 5 at the state tournament, hitting just under 300 on the year. The 1-0 to the freshman. Waves and misses at a pitch that died on him in the turf. In the count even, a ball and a strike to the 140-pound freshman, Kaysen Loftus. He's a huge Los Angeles Charger fan. I don't hold that against him, being a Chiefs fan and all. He thinks Justin Herbert's better than Pat Mahomes. So he's wrong. Anyway, the 1-1. Swing and a miss at a pitch tailing in on him. The count 1-2. Kaysen Loftus, a great kid digging in. He is going to be a star in this league. Fink already a star in this league. He's at second, 1 down. Wyatt Hott leans in, glove on his right thigh. He comes set from the stretch. Ready at the belt, the 1-2. Swing and a miss. That one died on Loftus. Man, the bottom fell out of that baseball. That's another strikeout for Hott. That's number 4. And that brings up Jamin Collada. Jamin Collada, 318 hitter this year in limited time. No homers, 16 driven in. He's 5 for 11 since returning from his injury, 1 for 4 in the postseason. First pitch to Jamin. That tail's a little too far outside. The count is 1-0 to the senior. Collada last year was with the varsity team half the year, went down to the JV squad, and he had himself a season hitting. He's battled injury, though, this year. Trying to finish his Rider career with a bang. He's going to foul that one straight back off the netting. 1-1 to the senior, Jamin Collada. Collada, the long scarlet stirrup socks, the gray and white Nike kicks. Hott leans in. He comes set. He's ready at the belt with Fink at second and 2 down. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He took a little off on the outer edge. And now Collada behind in the count. 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, no score. Top of the second inning. We may have a pitcher's duel on our hands here. I know it's early, but it's got that feel. Hott is ready. The late kick, the 1-2. He sets up outside corner. He hits his spot, but they try to get Collada to chase. Collada, a veteran, disciplined, didn't swing at it. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Jamin Collada. Scoreless game early. Fink at second, 2 down. The stretch from Hott. And the 2-2 offering. Upstairs, that one collarbone high. Count goes full to Jamin. It's 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Fink at second, 2 down. Scoreless game, top of the second inning. The stretch from Wyatt Hott, who already has 4 Ks. The 3-2. Miss low, he walked in. Good at bat for Jamin Collada. And that brings up sophomore Riley Schilling. Riley, 6'1", 180-pounder. Schilling hitting .227 since the beginning of June. 0 for 2 with the walk at the state tournament. He's trying to get going at the right time. Fink at second, Collada at first. Schilling, a sophomore, digs in with his black batting gloves. First pitch incoming. Swing and a miss on a pitch on the outer edge. And the count is 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. 2 on, 2 out. Top of the second inning. Gillette, Cheyenne winners bracket game. The winner will supplant its name into Championship Friday. The 0-1. That one lifted foul over the Rough Rider dugout, first base side, and into the parking lot. 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Hott leans in to get his sign. Comes set at the belt. And the 0-2 offering. Fastball high and outside in the count 1-2 to Riley Schilling. Fink at second, Collada at first, 2 down in a scoreless game. Postseason baseball here at Thorne Rider in Sheridan. Glad you're with me here tonight. The stretch from Hotz. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. He got him with a tailing slider on the outer edge. That ends the inning. Hot with 5 strikeouts. The Riders strand 2. We move on to the bottom of the second. We're scoreless here in Sheridan.
Now you can get your oil changed, have minor repairs made to your vehicle, and get it completely detailed at one location in one appointment. T-Bar Body Shop in Evanston does body work and more, a lot more. If you need to have a trailer rewired, your brakes replaced, a chip repaired in your windshield, or your windshield replaced, you can get it all done at T-Bar Body Shop. This is the manager, Jeremy Rex, inviting you to stop in for a free quote today. T-Bar Body Shop, 515 County Road. Let T-Bar fix your car.
Early mornings, tired muscles, pride, and grit. At Varsity Inc., we know how much work goes into building competitive teams. We work hard providing the gear you need to celebrate the teams you love. Be your athlete's biggest fan in apparel from Varsity Inc. Come in today, 926 Main Street, Evanston.
Hot goes perfect through 2. Well, not quite perfect, but you know what I mean. So far, so good for Hot through 2. Jason Fink will now take to the bump for Gillette. Welcoming back to the Union broadcast booth, Mr. Chris Brintle. It's the 2022 AA State Tournament live on mylocalradio.com, presented by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming.
Please call Jim for free estimates at 307-696-6097. Also, a big shout out to mylocalradio.com. Doing a great job. They're covering all the state tournament games. Jason Fink is ready. First pitch incoming. Hastings takes a strike on the outer edge, four-seam fastball with a little speed on it right there. Hastings, Romero, Lopez scheduled to hit for post 6 in the second. Fink with his feet staggered, glove out in front of him. He rears back, cocks his right arm. The 0-1 pitch misses in, and the count is 1-1. A ball and a strike, the count to Hastings. Hastings hitting .322, 1 homer, 46 driven in, 1 for 6 in the postseason thus far. Geldon, a very good defensive second baseman. He has the red tape on his right and left wrist, the barehanded look. Navy blue batting helmets. Fink rears back. The 1-2. Pitch up and in. 2-2 to Hastings. Fink versus Hot tonight. They both have sparkling ERAs. Fink at 0.88. The 2-2. That's jammed him up the middle. Hecker charges in front of the bag. He's got it, and the ball is dropped, and Hastings is going to reach. I am not sure they were going to get Hastings anyway. We'll see how they rule this. I don't think they were going to get Hastings, to be honest with you. So we'll figure out what they rule it momentarily. No matter what, Hastings aboard, nobody out. And that brings up Julian Romero. Romero digs in from the left side. The senior in the regular year hit .399. First pitch to him. Strike called, inner half of the plate at the knees. The count 0-1. In the postseason, Romero 2 for 5, 2 RBIs. Against Gillette, 1 for 2 with a 2-run single and a sac fly. That was last Tuesday. Romero's going to tap that foul to the left of home plate. The count 2 strikes to Romero. Scoreless game. Bottom of the second. Hastings aboard over at first as Cheyenne gets their leadoff man aboard. Fink leans in to get a sign. Now they shade Romero a tad towards left center. And then in right, you have Loftus moving towards left. So big gap down the right field line. There's a swing and a miss. Fink gets him in 3. That's a beauty by Jason Fink. It tailed away from him. Uh-oh. Fink has the slider working. Now 1 on, 1 out. Brings up Dominic Lopez. Lopez digging in, .269 hitter. 1 homer, 41 driven in. Fink leans in to get a sign. He'll come set. Feet staggered. Cocks his right arm. First pitch, he blew it by Lopez. Mid-80s fastball. The count is 0-1. Hastings at first, one down. Scoreless game. A different attitude from this Gillette team than the attitude they went in with in Cheyenne last week. I know because I traveled with them on the bus. This team has been pumped ever since last night for this game. I said in the beginning of the broadcast, this team's going to have to be aggressive, and they're going to have to be even bellicose at times. And they are not intimidated tonight, that's for sure. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 on, 1 out. Lopez, a right-handed batter. By the way, they ruled that an error on Hastings' infield hit. The stretch from Fink. The 1-1. Breaking ball, misses low and in. 2 balls and a strike. I'm ruling in at infield single, so there. They're a game changer. 2 balls and a strike. Fink is ready. The 2-1. Fastball high and tight. I guess I have to go with their ruling. Okay. Lopez has the powder blue socks, the red and white stripes around the sock, white underneath, white kicks. Digs in from the right side. He's got the red long sleeves underneath the navy blue uniform. The 3-1 offering. Oh, up and in and clipped his helmet. Fink taps his chest to him and says, my bad. He just kind of lost that one. And the Sixers have 2 on, 1 out. And that brings up Caden Anderson. Anderson digs in from the right side. Anderson, the blood red shin guard on the front foot on that left leg. He'll dig in from the right side. Well, the Sixers have something cooking here in the second inning. 2 on, 1 out. Fink would love to shut the door. He's got his feet staggered. A high leg kick. First pitch, high and tight. And the count is 1-0. Fink does not mind pitching Cheyenne in. He leans in to get his sign. Glove resting on the left side of his hip. 2 on, 1 out. Hastings at second. Lopez at first. The pitch. And that is cracked down the right field line. It's going to hook foul and out of play. That one way over the Rough Rider bullpen. 1 ball, 1 strike. Now tomorrow Cheyenne is going to play Jackson no matter what happens in this game. Gillette's going to play Sheridan. What we're going to determine is which will be an elimination game and what time they'll play, the 1-1. That one misses high and tights, 2-1. The winner plays at 4 tomorrow. The loser plays at 1. And the loser will be playing for their lives tomorrow. 2 on, 1 down. Fink comes set at the belt. The 2-1 offering. That one a little high and tight as well, and the count is 3-1. Fink has missed quite a few high and tight. He takes a deep breath, gathers himself, steps to the rubber and leans in. He comes set from the stretch. The 3-1 offering. That one misses in on the hands. He walked in. Fink's trying to hit that spot on the inner portion of the plate. He's having some command issues. Nate Perleyberg, recognizing it, will walk out of the Rough Rider dugout, first space side. It's a slow-paced walk. And this could be one of two things. It could be a mechanical thing, but I doubt it. Fink looks fine mechanically. I think this is just, hey, let's just calm down. Let's throw a few strikes. No big deal. Maybe they can get a ground ball here. Bases loaded, 1 away. No score, but the Sixers. A golden opportunity to change that. They have the bases full. They have 1 down. Hastings at third. Lopez second. Anderson first. So here we go. Perleyberg makes that walk back to the Rough Rider dugout with his scarlet windbreaker on, white pants. Whew, big moments early in this game. No score, bottom of the second. Bases full of Sixers. 1 out. Fink trying to get out of a jam. A quandary, if you will. He rears back in the pitch. That one misses high and tight. and the count is 1-0. Fink stabs at the baseball, getting his ball back. You can see he's in a state of agita after that last one. Fink back at the wind with the bases full. He rears back. The 1-0 pitch. Strike called at the knees, and the count is even. A ball and a strike to Ethan Reisdorfer, the DH tonight for Cheyenne. Ethan hitting .327, no homers, 23 driven in. This is his first at bat in the postseason. The 1-1 to Reisdorfer with the bases full. Breaking ball just at the belly button. They say it's high. It's 2-1. Hastings takes his lead at third. Lopez takes his lead at second. Anderson takes his lead at first, sidestepping over. Fink cocks his right arm, leans back, the 2-1. Swing and a miss. Four-seam fastball at the knees. 2-2 count. Fink blowed that one right by him. 2 balls, 2 strikes, bases loaded, 1 down. Riders middle infield, double play depth. They shade him towards right center in the outfield. Fink cocks his right arm in the 2-2. He got him swinging, a tailing, darting fastball on the outer edge of the plates. Another strikeout for Fink. And now he's 1 out away from getting out of this jam with no damage. Fink with 3 Ks in the game, and that brings up Ben Bowman, the number 9 hitter. Bowman, a college comeback, hitting .300 in limited time. No homers, 12 driven in. First pitch to Ben. Line shot towards third. 1 hops to Schilling. He's got it. Fires across the diamond to first. Kalana stretches out. Catches it at his chest. That ends the inning. Sixers leave him loaded. The Riders get out of a precarious situation here in the second inning. We move on to the third. It's the Sixers nothing. It's the Riders nothing. It's the state tournament. It's day 3.
Whether you're working with a realtor or you're selling your home by owner, the title company you choose really matters. They handle all the research to make sure there aren't any bad surprises like hidden liens, unpaid taxes, forgery, easement restrictions, or access issues. At First American Title, the staff has a combined 140 years of experience and a 98% excellent customer service rating. Make the right choice. Choose to close with First American Title. 1048 Main Street, Evanston.
Risk takers, adventure seekers, optimists, authentic people with a fire in their belly and greatness in their hearts. You'll find them here, in a place where the spirit of the cowboy lives and thrives.
I am a cowboy.
I am a cowboy.
Soy vaquera. The world needs more cowboys.
Welcome back to the Union Broadcast Booth 2022 AA State Tournament live on mylocalradio.com, brought to you by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming. Well, we've got ourselves a great defensive battle here, much like last night. No score going into the bottom of the second. Gillette will try to get to Wyatt hot. Here is Chris Brintle of KLED in Gillette.
To the state tournament presented by Property Rehab. Property Rehab is a remodel and repair company specializing in bathroom and kitchen remodels. Please call Jim for a free estimate, 307-696-6097. Dominic Hecker to lead things off, the sophomore second baseman. First pitch to him just off the edge of the plate, the count 1-0. Hecker hitting .272, no homers, 30 driven in, 0 for 3 with an RBI here at State, but he has reached base 4 times, the 1-0. Four-seamer tailed a little bit too far inside. Hotz wanted that call, he punches his glove. 9-1, 2 hitters due up, Hecker, Seth Peterson, Mason Drew, sophomore, 8th grader, freshman. That one lifted foul, first base side, high off the netting. This is a young Rider team. The message for this team is why wait? Everybody talks about what this team's going to do next year, what they're going to do the year after that. They figure why wait? The 2-1 pitch. That one misses away, 3-1. This young Rider team wants a state title now. They don't want to wait. They don't want to talk about what the future holds. They want to talk about the present. Hot comes set, ready at the belts. And the 3-1. Now Hecker gets under this one, pops it up, foul ground. Kostopoulos running diagonally to his right, and he's going to watch it sail out of play over the side fence. Full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes to Dominic Hecker. We are live in Sheridan. The winner plays at 4 tomorrow. The loser faces elimination tomorrow in the 1 o'clock game. Gillette is already scheduled to play Sheridan. Cheyenne already scheduled to play Jackson. Hot leans in to get a sign. The lefty is ready. He kicks up his right leg, fires the 3-2. Hot shot towards first, but gathered in by Kostopoulos. He scoops it up, straddling the chalk, and then jogs to the bag at first, taps it with his left foot. 1 up, 1 down here in the Ryder third inning. And that brings up the 8th grader, Seth Peterson. Seth hitting just a touch under 300 on the year. 0 for 1 with a strikeout, his first time up. First pitch to Seth, waves and misses. Two-seam fastball tailing in on his hands. The count is 0-1. Seth is 2 for 5 RBIs so far here at the state tournament. The leg kick in the 0-1. Fastball, collarbone high, stayed up, and the count is a ball and a strike to the 15-year-old Seth Peterson. Shadows at third base and over home plate. Nowhere else on the field so far. The stretch, the 1-1. That one tapped foul right at home plate. Count 1-2. It's turning into a comfortable evening here in Sheridan. Sun starting to make its descension. It's glistening off the hunter green wall out there. A few white and gray clouds rolling by, but mostly baby blue skies. The 1-2. Seth will pop that one up. But it's going to sail out of play, even though Anderson gives it a look. It lands into the trees to my right and to the right of the silver and yellow bleachers. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 out, base is empty. Seth Peterson at the dish. Lefty versus righty matchup. Hot has his glove resting on his right quadricep. He's ready at the stretch, the 1-2. It bounces way in front of home plate. He now stretches his right arm out. The count 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out, base is empty. Peterson ready, the 2-2 offering. He reaches for that one and lifts it foul down the right field line. And it's going to bounce and 1 hop off the side rail. 2-2 to Seth. You can see Peterson's scarlet stirrup socks barely by his ankle. White underneath with the white kicks. Pants are rolled. Riders in their red jerseys. Black numerals outlined in white. Post 42 across the chest. The 2-2. Four-seam fastball. Misses away. And the count is full to Seth Peterson. This payoff pitch presented by Fisher Sand and Gravel. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 1 on, 1 out. Hot is ready. He kicks and he deals the payoff pitch. Misses low and in. Walked him a great at bat by Seth Peterson. He saw 9 pitches and drew the walk. And that brings up Mason Drube, the freshman. Drube has already made a difference in this game with a web shim diving catch on his sternum in shallow center field. Hot leans in to get his sign. Drube looks at his bat and takes a deep breath. The stretch from Wyatt Hot. First pitch to Drube. Waves and misses at a pitch that died on him, and the count is 0-1. Seth over at first, 1 down. You get signs from 17th-year Rough Rider manager Nate Perleyberg. Perleyberg standing in the third base coaching box. Now the stretch. And the 0-1 offering. Drube waves and misses at that one on the outer edge. And the count is 0-2. Drube the white batting gloves. He's had a tremendous season so far. Mason is 1 for 6 with an RBI in the postseason. 0 for 1 in this game. Hot leans in to get a sign with 1 on, 1 out. Peterson at first with great speed. The 0-2. Tapper towards third. 1 hops to Tafoya. He sidearms it to second for 1, a low throw. The turn throw to first, and they got him at first. Drube thinks he beat it out. Sammy Stearns also saying something to the umpire on that side. That was a very close play at first. The Riders don't get the call. That's a double play. That ends the inning, and we're still scoreless here. Day 3 of the state tournament. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Post 42 Baseball.
This presentation on mylocalradio.com is also brought to you in part by Hoover Chiropractic. With over 3 decades of experience, Dr. Todd Hoover can help you with all the chiropractic work you need, plus x-rays, blood work, a weight loss program, and can help you get rid of allergies and migraines. Dr. Todd Hoover with Hoover Chiropractic in Evanston.
The best place to stay when you're in Casper, Wyoming is the Come On In Hotel and Suites. This beautiful log hotel offers 5 hot tubs, 1 pool, a fitness center, and fabulous indoor atrium. Offering jacuzzi and fireplace suites, the guest rooms are comfortable and relaxing. Plus, every stay includes a delicious extended continental breakfast. Whenever you're in Casper, stay at the best place. Come On In Hotel and Suites. Come on in today. Come On In Hotel and Suites, Casper.
Welcome back to the Union Broadcast Booth 2022 AA State Tournament live from Sheridan, Wyoming, here at Thorne Rider Stadium at Ernie Rontinelli Field, as we get set for
scoreless contest.
Inning number 3. Bottom of the third, Jason Fink back out there. Still no score. Here is Chris Brintle.
In order to lead things off for the Sixers. In the last inning, Fink pitched. He worked his way out of a conundrum. First pitch from Fink here in this inning, a 4-seam fastball. That's a strike at the knees. On the outer edge, it's 0-1. Jason Fink, very good velocity so far in this start. Ready with his feet staggered. He kicks and he fires the 0-1. That one misses low and away, and the count is 1-1 to Mason Tafoya. Tafoya flied out to right field his first time up. It'll be Tafoya 0 for 1, McAnally 0 for 1, Kostopoulos 0 for 1 here in this inning. Fink cocks his right arm, the 1-1. Line shot, center field, base hit. It's going to 2-hop to Mason Drube out there. So Tafoya loops one over the bag at second into center, and Cheyenne has their leadoff man aboard for the second consecutive inning. And that brings up Colter McAnally. He flied out to Drube in center. He got robbed by Mason. Almost had himself a bloop hit. Coulter digs in a red long sleeve underneath the navy blue / powder blue uniform. The stretch and the pitch. That one misses low and away. This is almost like a Tennessee Titans color scheme for the Cheyenne Sixers. Mostly the powder blue and the navy blue, but a little red mixed in. Stretch by Fink, ready at the belt, the 1-0. Line shot down the right field line. That's a fair ball. It goes right along the chalk and deep into the corner underneath the yellow foul pole. And actually take it back. That's a foul ball. Very close down the right field line. Whew, McAnally very close to an extra base hit and maybe a ribby. He flirted with that one. McAnally planned the date with the extra base hit, but then the extra base hit flaked. That doesn't happen very often to Chris Brintle. At least back when I was single. The 1-1. That one drops in for a strike on the inner half, and the count is 1-2. Okay, it happened a few times. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Colter McAnally. Tafoya over first, and boy, does he have a big lead over there. You have a lefty first baseman. The 1-2. Tapper third base side goes foul, rolls just beyond the Sixer dugout. Great crowd on hands here at Thorne Rider Stadium in Sheridan. The winner moves on to play tomorrow at 4. Loser plays at 1 and faces elimination. Fink comes set in a scoreless game in the third. The 1-2. McAnally pulls that one and rips it foul just over the side rail. Man, he corked that thing. This is quite the matchup here. Jason Fink going to Augie next year. Colter McAnally, future Utah Ute. The stretch from Fink. The 1-2 pitch. Ground ball sharply hit to Seth. Could be 2. Seth sidearms to Hecker for 1. He sidearms to first. In time. Double play. 6, 4, 3. And they get McAnally. Beautifully done by the middle infield, the Gillette and Colada stretching out there. Jamin doing some yoga stretching to get that one. So that double play now makes it 2 outs, nobody on. It changes the entire complexion of the inning. And that brings up Zach Kostopoulos. Fink is ready. The wind in the first pitch. And that one drops in for a strike in the inside corner. I just thought about what Zach Kostopoulos reminds me of. He looks like a G.I. Joe doll. That's kind of, and that's a compliment. It's got the jawline going. The 0-1. Lifted fouling out of play opposite field. Count 2 strikes. Fink is ready. Rare's back. The 0-2 offering. Swing and a miss. He got him. A dying breaking ball down at the knees. Inning over. Fink faces the minimum in the third. We go to the fourth, and one of my projections might be coming into fruition. We have a pitcher's duel so far in Sheridan. We're scoreless.
There's nothing better than finding the perfect gift for someone. Whether it's a baby shower, birthday, or anniversary, Ivory and Iron has everything to make gift-giving fun. Come enjoy the beautiful atmosphere, mouth-watering chocolates, and beautiful floral arrangements. Ivory and Iron, 1101 Main Street, Evanston.
The importance of saving and learning how to use money wisely can be taught from a very young age. At Trona Valley Federal Credit Union, we offer youth accounts to help kids learn to save, borrow, and spend responsibly. Our youth accounts are special, just like the kids in our community. Check out our See You Grow, See You Learn, and See You Prosper accounts for kids 0 to 18. These accounts
It's another great nightcap here in Sheridan as we have a shootout between the top 2 teams in the state. 3 innings down, no score. Jason Fink and Wyatt Hott going toe-to-toe for their 2 teams. Here's Chris Brintle.
Scoreless ball game. We go to the top of the 4th inning with Corey Schilling leading things off. Schilling lined out to center his first time up. Ben Bowman made a nice running catch. First pitch to Corey. Launched foul behind home plate, high off the netting. The count is 0-1. A scoreless game. Top of the 4th. The winner of this game will have the inside track to win it all. And they will supplant their name into Championship Friday, regardless of what happens tomorrow. Schilling launches this one to deep right. Drop stepping, and back at the wall is Bowman, and it's over! The Green Monster! Corey Schilling, a homer to left, and the Rough Riders take a 1-0 lead. He nods his head and stomps home plate with his left foot. You hear the Gillette crowd here in Sheridan. And that brings up Jason Fink. He knows a thing or two about home runs. Fink has 5 on the year. First pitch to him, misses high and outside, ball 1. And about that, Jody Schilling, Corey's mom, is down there in the front row, and you see tears coming out of her eyes. Great moment for that family, that's for sure. What a year Corey Schilling has had. Just absolutely spectacular. Here's Fink, another dude that's had a great year. 94 RBIs. He was right there and almost won Player of the Year. In fact, he got my vote. Count 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. 4-seam fastball called strike on the outer edge, and the count is 1-1. They should just ask me who I think should win things, and then that would be the only vote, and that's what I think. But anyway, I digress. Lefty versus righty matchup, the 2-1 offering. That one misses low and away, and the count is 3 balls and a strike. Big thank you to our friends at mylocalradio.com hosting us. Great hospitality as well. They're streaming all the games here at State. Go to My Local Radio Evanston on YouTube. The 3-1, tap foul behind home plate. Count full to Jason Fink. Fink, a stand-up double his first time up. He is 3 for 7 in the postseason. He's now hit safely in 14 of his last 16 games. 3-2 pitch. Fly ball hit towards right field. Lopez comes over to his right side, stepping, and he's going to make the catch above his powder blue cap with the red bill. So Fink flies out to right. That brings up Colson Cluck. The Rough Riders have a 1-0 advantage. Middle innings of this game. The winner will move on to Championship Friday. Of course, both teams will have to play tomorrow. First pitch to Cluck, swing and a miss at a four-seam fastball outer edge, and the count is 0-1. Difference in this game earlier on in the inning, Corey Schilling, a home run over the Green Monster and left here at Thorne Rider. The 0-1 pitch. Cluck will pop that one up. Kostopoulos gives it a look, and it's going to sail over the yellow and green bleachers and out of play. Cluck 3 for 7 here at the state tournament. Two teams from Wyoming will be at the regional next week. Which two teams will it be? We know it's Gillette. It will be the other one. The stretch. And the 0-2 pitch. Tried to get Cluck to chase there on a pitch that died on him at the shins. But Cluck didn't bite. It's 1-2. About an hour into this game, 1-0 Gillette, top of the fourth. Another Wednesday at the state tournament. Another day 3 where it's the Sixers and Riders. The 1-2. Cluck will launch this one foul behind home plate. Off the top of the netting as it bounces back into play. Count 1-2 to Colson. One nothing Gillette in the fourth. 1 out, bases empty. Cluck at the dish. Loftus on deck. The freshman. Cluck a veteran senior. The stretch. The 1-2 pitch to Colson. Misses in on the hands. He had to shoot his hips back to avoid the baseball. And the count even. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Cluck. Now for Colson, there's a big gap down the right field line. The stretch from Wyatt Hotz. And the 2-2 pitch. Borderline pitch. Not quite on the plate. Missed away. The count goes full to Colson. Payoff pitch presented by Fisher. Sand and gravel. Glad you're with me for playoff baseball on this Wednesday night. Hope you had a great day. Hope you're having a great night. I'm glad you're with me no matter what you're doing. The 3-2. Missed in. He walked in. Wyatt Hott frustrated. He wanted that call. He's got a flummoxed look on his face. He didn't get it. A walk for Cluck. And that brings up freshman Kason Loftus, and that triggers Ty Lane to come out of his dugout. He has a regular paced walk out there. It looks like it's going to be a manager-catcher-pitcher meeting. Anderson trots out there with Hotz. Ty Lane, the midnight blue windbreaker with his midnight blue Sixer helmet. 1-0 Gillette, top of the fourth inning. Riders have 1 on, 1 out. In front of a great crowd here in Sheridan. Tomorrow's going to be packed as well when Gillette takes on Sheridan. That is going to be a packed house. And no, that's going to be packed no matter the result. We know Sheridan will face elimination, regardless of what Gillette does tonight. Kason Loftus digs in against Hotz. Lefty versus righty matchup. Cluck with a good-sized lead over at first. They'll toss it over there. Cluck head first dive back in time. No tag applied by Kostopoulos as Cluck got back easily. Loftus struck out his first time up. Wyatt Hott has 5 of those. Difference in the game, a Corey Schilling homer earlier on in the inning. Next pitch to Kason. Waves and misses at a pitch that died on him at the shins. And the count 1 strike to Kason Loftus. He's 5'8". He's 140 pounds. Kaysen, 140 pounds soaking wet. I'm 255 pounds of mostly enchiladas. The 0-1. That one tails in and just misses on the outer edge of the plate. The count 1-1. I love me some cheese enchiladas, that's for sure. All right, back to baseball. My mind wanders. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 on, 1 out. Another toss over to first, and Cluck with a head-first dive. He didn't need to do it. Now, Cluck, keep in mind running those bases. He's been dealing with a really bad foot. He's going to have foot surgery after the season. The 1-1 pitch incoming to Loftus. That is lifted foul into the parking lot, first base side over the bleachers. And the count is 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1-0 Gillette. Top of the 4th inning. Last night, Sheridan had a 2-0 lead over Post 6 going into the 7th, and Post 6 scored 4 in the top of the 7th and won the game. The 1-2. Chopper towards third, slowly tap, dribbling to Tafoya. He fires a throw to first after backhanding it. He gets Kaysen, who does a head-first dive. They got him by inches. Close play at first. Moving into second base on that entire salvo is Colson Cluck. That brings up Jamin Collada. Collada walked his first time up. Jamin 1 for 4 in the postseason, 5 for his last 11 since returning from his injury. He was out for about 6.5 weeks. Jamin, the long scarlet stirrup socks, the gray and white Nike kicks, has the black Nike swoosh on each side of the shoe. Now the stretch from Hott. The first pitch to Jamin. He gets under that one and pops it up first base side. Kostopoulos going over near the big side rail, and that's going to land into the third row of the bleachers and bounce underneath. Not a lot of effort over there to get that foul ball. Count 1 strike to the senior Jamin Collada. Now, apparently, we may have an issue here. Are we out of baseballs? Yep, we are out of baseballs. Dave Ocampo is going to get a bucket. He's got the orange Home Depot-looking bucket. He's going to go grab some baseballs. And I'm just going to think of what I'm going to talk about here. Well, anyway, I'll just set the stage. We're live in Sheridan. It's a state tournament. It's day 3. There's not much to say, folks. It's a winner's bracket game. The loser faces elimination tomorrow. The winner supplants its name onto Championship Friday and will vie for a state title on Friday. The loser of this game's got to win tomorrow to vie for that same state championship. There cannot be 2 state champions. There can only be 1. We'll fix that hiccup and edit after the game. Can't fix that one on the radio, though. Hey, we got baseballs. Dave Ocampo, the MVP down there. Good job, Dave. He's jogging out to first base. No balls, 1 strike, 2 away. You know, as I think about it, there's been a lot of foul balls in the last 2 games, so I understand why they are out of baseballs. Lefty versus righty matchup. Guerrero's back. Hott is ready. The 0-1 offering. Collada will send this one to shallow right. That could be trouble. Lopez coming on. Hastings coming up. Lopez dives, and he makes a basket catch, diving on his sternum to win the inning. Nice play, Dominic Lopez, a web gem and right. That ends the Rider 4th. However, the Riders take the lead early in the inning with the Corey Schilling home run over the monster and left. We go to the bottom of the 4th. We're halfway through. It's the Gillette Cheyenne saga, adding another chapter, and it's 1-0 Riders.
Hi, I'm Kendall Carr, a member of the Wyoming High School Activities Association Student Advisory Council, and I want to remind you
to use your voice to represent yourself, your team,
your school, and your community in a positive way.
Participants, you are the reason everyone is here.
Compete with class.
I'm Kate Walker, and I'm a 3-sport athlete at Mountain View High School.
Hi, I'm Cassidy Lim, senior cheerleader.
Hi, I'm Damon Shangarth, and I'm student body president.
My name is Connor Michaeli. I'm a senior at Mountain View High School.
I encourage everyone at this event to join the ride.
Build your own juicy, mouth-watering hamburgers just like you.
with 1, 2, or 3 patties at the Down Home Eatery. Also enjoy salads and sandwiches. Down Home Eatery is located on Highway 89. Dine in or carry out, call 679-2002.
Youngster Corey Schilling sends one over the Green Monster, and Gillette leads 1-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. It's the 2022 AA State Tournament for Wyoming live on mylocalradio.com, brought to you by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming. Welcoming back into the Union broadcast booth, Mr. Chris Brintle.
1-0 Rough Riders at the lead, bottom of the fourth inning. Jason Fink going strong. A high leg kick, first pitch to Hastings. Didn't mean to do it. Got him with a darting breaking ball. That died on Hastings as he waves a check swing to no avail. It's 0-1. Hastings, an infield single his first time up. The wind and the 0-1 pitch. That one a strike on the outer edge of the plate, and the count is 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Fink is ready. Glove out in front of him, rears back. And the 0-2 offering. Stayed up, chest high, 1-2. I beg your pardon, by the way, on the Hastings infield hit. That was ruled an error. So Hastings officially 0 for 1. Fink, glove out in front of his face. Cocks his right arm. 1-2. Misses low and away, and the count is even. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1-0 Riders. We're in the bottom portion of the fourth inning. Fink rears back. The 2-2. And that one misses. It hit the home plate on the right side, and the count is full at 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody on, nobody out. Hastings in that fourth spot because, simply put, he can handle the bat behind Kostopoulos and McAnally. Sees a lot of pitches. And there's a ball that's lifted foul. I think a kid made a nice catch over here. Little Holden, I think, made the catch. Layton's brother, I believe. Oh, no. It's not him. It's the same haircut, though. The wind from Fink and the 1-2. Got him looking inside corner. Nasty right there by Fink. It tailed in and caught the inner half of the plates. Hastings down on strikes. And is Jason Fink feeling it or what right now? He's retired 6 of 7. And that brings up Julian Romero, 0 for 1 with a K. Romero, left-handed batter, way up on that plate. White batting gloves, white and gray kicks. Fink the wind, first pitch to Romero. Swing and a miss, starting four-seamer away from Romero. Count is 0-1. One nothing Gillette, bottom of the fourth. Fink, high leg kick, the 0-1. Called strike, outer edge, out of his right hand. It caught the corner again. Fink right now hitting his spots. Riley Schilling barely having to move behind the dish. They set up outside edge. Fink with his feet staggered. And the 0-2 offering. And that is lifted opposite field down the left field line. It's going to hook foul into the post 6 bullpen. Difference in this game, a Corey Schilling blast to left over the Hunter Green Monster here at Thorne Rider. That wall about 30 feet up there. The one in center about 25 feet. Fink ready. The wind and the 0-2. And that is launched to deep right. Drops, stepping back is Loftus. It's off the bottom of the sage green wall. Loftus gets the ball in quickly to his cutoff man, and that's going to be a one-out double to Julian Romero, and he almost got a home run there. He missed it by inches. So now post 6, a runner in scoring position with one away. And that brings up Dominic Lopez. Romero's quietly had a great year, .399 average, and now he's at second with one down. One nothing Gillette as they try to keep their advantage here in Sheridan, day 3 of the state tournament. Fink leans in to get his sign, glove resting on his left thigh. Fink ready at the belt, feet staggered, kicks and fires the first pitch. And that one a check swing at a pitch at the shins. He did not go around. Count 1-0. Lopez at the dish, Anderson on deck. Cheyenne trying to tie this thing up, trailing 1-0 in the bottom of the fourth. Tying run at second. Middle innings of this game. Sixers, Riders. We knew it'd be a fun one, the 1-0. That one misses high and tight, and the count is 2-0. Mink does not mind pitching it inside. Sixers do like to be up on that plate. 2 balls, no strikes. In fact, Romero got hit with a pitch in the helmet at one point earlier on in the game. Fink comes set at the belt. Rears back, the 2-0. Swing and a miss. Fastball down the middle. Quadricep high. It's 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Runner at second, 1 down. Romero at second base after that stand-up double. Lopez at the dish. Fink ready from the stretch, ready at the belt. He kicks up his left leg. The 2-1 offering. Romero hits a breaking ball to center. Drew drop stepping, running diagonally to his left. He sets his feet. He makes the catch in front of his left shoulder. He fires a dart to third, but diving in with the headfirst dive in there safely is Julian Romero. Romero now at third base with 2 down. Nice play by Mason Drew. That brings up Caden Anderson, and the Sixers need a 2-out hit if they're going to tie this thing, as it is 1-0. Gillette with the lead. Runner at third, 2 down. Caden Anderson digging in. Anderson hitting .345. 46 driven in. First pitch misses at the shins low in the count, 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 down, 1-0 Gillette. Fink glove out in front of his face, rears back the 1-0 pitch. Fastball high and tight, and the count is 2-0. Romero at second base representing the tying run halfway through this huge playoff game. The winner will be in the championship round Friday, the 2-0 pitch. Breaking ball falls in for a strike. Thigh high down the middle, 2-1 the count. Fink with his feet staggered, his black Nike kicks, scarlet socks, the 2-1 offering. Four-seam fastball, strike, outer edge, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. At third base is Romero. He represents the tying run. 1-0 Gillette. Fink, glove out in front of his face. Feet staggered. Fink the wind. He pushes off his back right foot, explodes the 2-2 pitch to the mound. And that one missed in on the hands. 3-2. Count goes full. Payoff pitch presented by Fisher, Sand and Gravel. Fink takes his hat off. He adjusts his scarlet hat with the cream bill. Licks his fingers, wipes it on his pants. He's ready. The wind by Fink. The payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. A fastball at the knees. And Fink claps his hands together and says, "Let's go. Let's go," as the Riders lead 1-0 after 4.
What do you do when you lose a tooth?
Put it under your pillow. Under my pillow. Like a treasure chest, so you could put it in.
Why do you do that?
Because then the tooth fairy comes for the tooth fairy, so the tooth fairy can come get them.
And then what happens?
I get money.
We may not be the tooth fairy, but we can still take care of your teeth. Bear River Dental in Evanston.
At the Evanston Walmart, you'll find all the tools students need to succeed. Our team is committed to providing quality products and an excellent shopping experience. Stop in today. 125 North 2nd Street, Evanston. Walmart. Save money, live better.
Welcome back to the Union Broadcast Booth. It's the 2022 AA State Championship Tournament here in Wyoming, live from Sheridan. And what a game we have going here. We're beginning the 5th inning, and it's 1-0 Gillette over the number 1 Cheyenne Post 6 Sixers. Back to Chris Brintle. I'm not quite ready yet, but that solo home run by Corey Schilling, the third baseman for Gillette, has been the difference. It's 1-0 Gillette going into the 5th inning.
1-0. Rough Riders have the lead, went to the top portion of the fifth. 8-9-1 hitters due up for Gillette. Riley Schilling, the sophomore, to lead things off. First pitch out of the hand of Wyatt Hott. Misses away to Riley. Count 1-0. Riley in a bit of a slump. Schilling 0 for 3 in the postseason, hitting just .225 since the beginning of June. The 1-0. Strike called, outer edge of the plate, the count 1-1. Riley usually in that 6 hole. Now he's back in the 8 hole tonight. He's 0 for 1 with a K. The stretch from Wyatt Hott, who has a sparkling ERA of 1.17, the 1-1. Strike called, outer edge. And the count 1-2. It has been a pitcher's duel tonight. Hott versus Fink. Dominic Hecker on deck for the Riders. Now the stretch from Wyatt Hott. The lefty deals the 1-2. Misses low at the shins. It's 2-2. Riley 6'1", 180 pounds. Talented dude. He's got the black batting gloves on, the black kicks. Scarlet stirrup socks. This stretch by Hotz. And the 2-2 offering. And he will slice that one foul over the bleachers. First base side and into the parking lot. Still 2-2 to Riley Schilling. His brother Corey Schilling has the home run to left. That's the difference in the game. 1-0 Riders. Top of the fifth. Wyatt is ready. He'll kick up his right leg and deal the 2-2. Swing and a miss. He got him with a fastball away. That tailed away from Riley. And that brings up Dominic Hecker. 6 strikeouts for Wyatt Hott so far. Hecker popped out to first his first time up. Dominic digs in from the right side with his scarlet batting gloves. 0 for 4 with an RBI here at State. He's reached base 4 times. First pitch waves and misses on a pitch away. The count is 0-1. 1-0 Gillette top. 3-0 against Gillette this year. They've outscored them 23-6 in those 3 games. The 0-2 pitch is grounded to third base. Tafoya's got it, scoops it up, and he fires a high throw over the head of Kostopoulos and over near the side rail. Hastings, the second baseman, was there covering. Heads-up play by him. So unable to advance to second was Hecker, and the Riders have a 1-out base runner, a rare error by a post-6 team that rarely beats themselves. Now to the top of the order, Seth Peterson. Call to the bullpen. Ty Lane is out. He points his left index finger to the pin. New pitcher coming in for post-6 when we come back. The Riders lead 1-0, 1 on, 1 out in the fifth. We have a pitcher's duel as we add another chapter to the Gillette Cheyenne saga here at the state tournament.
Take a bite into a sweet, delicious fruit pie complimented by the best pie crust ever made when you purchase a pie from the Pie Hole. The menu also includes sandwiches, soups, and salads for lunch or dinner. The Pie Hole, 1023 Main Street in Evanston. Love at first bite.
Music is a path to lifelong learning and knowledge of self and culture. When we sing or create music, we use all parts of the brain and supports healthy social development. Music training can improve recall and retention of verbal information, advance math achievement, boost reading and language arts skills, and even increase the average SAT scores. Music's fun. Lessons can be in person or online.
This is Mindy Olive, owner of Piano with Mindy K. I teach students from 3 to adult. Visit pianowithmindyk.com today for more information or to sign up for lessons.
Ty Lane brings in a fresh arm here at the state tournament. Bailey Applegarth making his second appearance through a couple innings in relief against the day 1 matchup against Evanston, as he will go on. The powerful right-hander for Cheyenne post-6 inherits a 1-run deficit from the starter Wyatt Hott, who lasts 4 1/3 innings pitched as we get ready for this big moment in this big game. The winner will for sure have a spot in the state championship game on Saturday. The loser, they'll fight for their lives against the opponents that they have. Because of the way the bracket's set up, Cheyenne will, no matter what, play Jackson. Gillette will play the hometown Sheridan. The question is who's going to play at 4, who's going to play at 1? Win this game, you're playing out 4. Lose this game, you're playing out 1. Back to Chris Brintle.
Comes with a look of steely determination. Seth Peterson to the plate, 1 on, 1 out for the Riders. Applegarth 8-1 record, 3.41 ERA, 49 innings, 57 strikeouts, 25 walks. First pitch, strike called at the knees to the 8th grader. Now Bailey Applegarth making his second appearance against the Riders. He got a win June 5th in Rapid City. He went 4 1/3, allowed 1 run, and struck out 8. This Rider offense, though, different animal since that point. The 0-1 from Applegarth. Strike called Seth Peterson. This young team has grown up this year before our very eyes, especially at the plate. Hecker at first, 1 down. Applegarth leans in. He's got the navy blue sleeve on his right hand, seeping out of the powder blue shoulders. He comes set at the belt. The 0-2 offering. Misses away. Didn't get the call. He thought he got it. Applegarth, a hard thrower. No ball, 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 on, 1 out. Applegarth leans in with his powder blue socks. He nods his head, looks at Hecker at first. He comes set, feet staggered, and the 1-2. That one down low at the shins, and the count is 2-2 to the 8th grader, the 15-year-old Seth Peterson. Seth in this game has struck out. He has walked. He's 2 for 5, 4 ribbies here so far at the state tournament. The stretch from Applegarth. Applegarth rears back, the 2-2. Bounces in front of home plate, rolls to the right of Anderson, and Hecker sneaks in, sprinting to second base. He's there standing. Dominic in scoring position with 1 down. Sun descending in Sheridan. Great crowd here at Thorne Riders Stadium. 1-0. 2 Wyoming powerhouses going at it. The stretch from Applegarth. And the 3-2 pitch. Line shot, it's up the middle. It's off of McAnally's glove and squirts into short center field. Hecker stops at third. That's an error on post 6, and the Riders in business. Runners on the corners, 1 away. Peterson reaches on the air, 6th time in the postseason injury space. Brings up Mason Drew. Drew has struck out. He's grounded into a 6-4-3 double play. Hecker at third. Peterson at first. Speed on the base paths here for Gillette with 1 down. 1-0 Gillette, top of the 5th. Applegarth ready. Feet staggered. First pitch to Drew. A chopper towards the hole. Off the glove of the diving McAnally's. He tried to backhand it. It squirts to shallow left field. Hecker crosses home plate and scores. And the Rough Riders have a 2-0 lead over the defending 2-time champion, post 6 Sixers. The Riders have scored 1 in the 4th, 1 in the 5th, and it's now 2-0 post 42. RBI single Mason Drew. He's now at first. The speedy Peterson at second. Tremendous speed on the base paths right now for Gillette's. That brings up Corey Schilling. He's 1 for 2, a solo blast over the monster and left his last time up. First pitch to him high. Off the glove of Anderson. It slowly rolls to the backstop. Seth into third. Drew into second. And the Riders have runners at second and third and 1 down. This is eerily similar to last night's Sheridan-Cheyenne game. The Rough Riders, they're a young team, but their mantra coming in, why wait? Why worry about next year and the year after that with all this young talent? They want a state title here, and they want it now. And I knew this team came in on the bus today with a lot of fight in them. The Riders right now with all the momentum, but they have a 2-0 lead. How big are these runs here? How different would it feel at the end of this half inning if the Riders are up 2-0 or if they're up 4-0? How different would it feel? And it looks like they're going to give some time for Corey Williams now, who sprinted out to the bullpen. They're going to hurry up and get him warm. They're going to get him loose. Ty Lane is going to stand out there for as long as the umpires let him. And now the umpire will make his slow walk behind home plate out there. Lane now will go back to the dugout. Corey Williams throwing. Bailey Applegarth still in. I'm going to be honest with you. I could be way off here. I don't know this, but I really think that Ty Lane just is warming up Williams to get Applegarth going. I think it's just kind of like, hey, you have a short leash, and maybe they'll get Bailey going here on the mound. That would be my guess. Count 1-0. Applegarth throws back the 1-0 pitch, and that one misses in on Corey Schilling. It's 2-0. Seth Peterson is at third. The speedy Mason Drube is at second. I know the Riders lead 2-0, but they need these runs in. Applegarth, feet under shoulder width apart. He winds and he deals the 2-0 pitch. Chopper towards third at 1 hops. And off of the hands of Nate Perleyberg, and his errorless streak is over. That's error number 19 for Mr. Perleyberg. Well, he went a month without an error, but he should have got that. Seth at third. Mason at second. 1 away. 2-0 Gillette in the 5th. The late kick in the 2-1. That one drops in for a strike on the outer half of the plate. And the count 2-2 to the dangerous Corey Schilling. Schilling 2 home runs on the year. He had one earlier in this game. He is 3 for 7, 7 RBIs here at the state tournament. He's on an 11-game hit streak. The 2-2 to Corey. He reaches that one, lines it up the middle, bounces it over the back at second, and into center field for a base hit. Seth Peterson scores. Drube sprints across, slides across home plate on his right hip, shouts out in jubilation, and the Rough Riders lead the defending champions 4-0 in Sheridan. Wow! And that brings up Jason Fink. Corey Schilling, 3 ribbies on a night he'll never forget. Applegarth is ready from the belts. The pitch to the dangerous Fink. He bounces it in the turf in front of home plate. The count 1-0. Fink 1 for 2 with a double. And on the hill, he has been outstanding. The stretch from Applegarth. He's ready below the belt. He kicks and he fires the 1-0. And that one misses low at the shins, 2-0. I knew this game had a different feel than when we went to Tuesday night in Sheridan last week. That team has a different attitude. The team had a chip on their shoulder ever since last night. The stretch from Applegarth. The 2-0 pitch. And that one misses low at the shins, and the count is 3-0. 3 balls, no strikes, 1 down. Corey Schilling at first. He is owning Cheyenne this year. He has a big lead over there. The 3-0 pitch. Misses low and away. Walk team. Fink draws the walk, and the Riders have 2 on, 1 down. Now back to the aforementioned Schilling. Do you know that he is 5 for 9 with 7 ribbies this year against Cheyenne? Schilling at second base. Jason Fink at first. Ty Lane with a flummoxed look on his face. He'll come out, and he's probably going to get Corey Williams to come in. Applegarth comes in, allows a couple of runs, and he gives the ball to Ty Lane. Well, Corey Williams will come in when we come back. It is 4-0 Riders. They have exploded in the 5th, and this efficacious offense has scored 3 runs, but they're not done yet.
Take a bite into a sweet, delicious fruit pie complimented by the best pie crust ever made when you purchase a pie from the Pie Hole. The menu also includes sandwiches, soups, and salads for lunch or dinner. The Pie Hole, 1023 Main Street in Evanston. Love at first bite.
Music is a path to lifelong learning and knowledge of self and culture. When we sing or create music, we use all parts of the brain and supports healthy social development. Music training can improve recall and retention of verbal information, advance math achievement, boost reading and language arts skills, and even increase the average SAT scores. Music's fun. Lessons can be in person or online.
This is Mindy Olive, owner of Piano with Mindy K. I teach students from 3 to adult. Visit pianowithmindyk.com today for more information or to sign up for lessons.
What a state tournament. Another great instant classic at the 7 o'clock game at the 2022 Wyoming AA state tournament, brought to you by My Local Radio, or brought to you on mylocalradio.com by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming. 3 runs come in the inning, and Gillette has a 4-0 lead over top-ranked Cheyenne Post 6. Back to Chris Brintle from KLED.
Property Rehab is a remodel and repair company specializing in bathroom and kitchen remodels. Please call Jim for a free estimate at 307-696-6097. Property Rehab, your state tournament sponsor. Well, the Rough Riders have a 4-0 lead. Corey Williams, the new pitcher for Cheyenne. Boy, how big was that 2-run single earlier on in this inning by Corey Schilling? Somebody wants to be the Shell Food Mart player of the game. Corey's at second, Fink at first. What a job he has done on the hill. So the new pitcher, Corey Williams, 5-1 record, a 2.63 ERA, 41 2/3 innings. He's got 41 Ks, 11 strikeouts. That's a good 4-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio. Colson Cluck to dig in. He has not put one in play. He has struck out, and he has walked. Now the stretch here by Corey Williams. The first pitch incoming. And Cluck lifts this one foul midway up the netting behind his own plate. And the count is 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. Williams ready in the 0-1 offering. That one bounces in the turf. And the count is 1-1. 2 on, 1 out, 4-0 Riders. They scored 1 in the 4th, 3 here in the 5th. Williams trying to stop the bleeding here in the 5th inning. He rears back in the 1-1 pitch. And that one misses low and away, and the count is 2-1. Sky's growing darker here in Sheridan. It's twilight. It's a gorgeous night. Very comfortable. 4-0 Riders here on a Wednesday, trying to clinch their spots in championship round Friday, the 2-1. Cluck bounces this to Tafoya, 2 hops to him, took a wicked hop, but he handles it. He goes to third, taps it with his right foot. So fielder's choice for Cluck, and now runners at first and second, 2 down. And that brings up Kaysen Loftus. Loftus 0 for 2, a strikeout and a ground out to a fielder's choice. Loftus, the freshman, digs in from the right side. Fink takes his lead at second. Cluck takes his lead at first. First pitch to the freshman. He launches it and slaps it right side, right field for a base hit. Fink being waved around as the ball was bobbled. Here comes the throw. Fink slides across on his left hip, and he's safe at home. He pumps his fist and shouts out in jubilation, and the Rough Riders lead it 5-0. Kaysen Loftus, the youngster, the 15-year-old, an RBI single, slapped to right field. And that brings up Jamin Collada. Collada fly out to right and a walk. He's 0 for 1. Cluck at second. Loftus at first. Gillette has scored 4 in the 5th. The first pitch incoming. A fastball, a strike. Bell tied down the middle. The count is 0-1. No balls, 1 strike, 2 down. 2 on, 2 out. The 0-1 offering. Collada pops it up, left side of the infield. McAnally backpedaling on the emerald green grass out there behind the bag at second. He reaches up. He makes the catch. The inning is over, but the Riders score 4 runs in the 5th. And right now, they have control. It's Gillette 5. It's Cheyenne 0, but Gillette cannot rest on their laurels.
Take a bite into into a sweet, delicious fruit pie complimented by the best pie crust ever made when you purchase a pie from the Pie Hole. The menu also includes sandwiches, soups, and salads for lunch or dinner. The Pie Hole, 1023 Main Street in Evanston. Love at first bite.
Music is a path to lifelong learning and knowledge of self and culture. When we sing or create music, we use all parts of the brain and supports healthy social development. Music training can improve recall and retention of verbal information, advance math achievement, boost reading and language arts skills, and even increase the average SAT scores. Music's fun. Lessons can be in person or online.
This is Mindy Olive, owner of Piano with Mindy K. I teach students from 3 to adult. Visit pianowithmindyk.com today for more information or to sign up for lessons.
Gillette in a very good position, bringing in 4 runs here in this big game. They win this, they will have a spot in championship Saturday. The question is what happens after that? Jason Fink is grooving, but he's got 70 pitches thrown coming into the 5th inning. Gillette leads it 5-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Here in the Union broadcast booth, we welcome back Chris Brintle. It's the 2022 AA State Tournament live from Sheridan, brought to you by Buckle Up for Life, Wyoming.
Belt tie down the middle. Want to welcome our friends from mylocalradio.com watching. And of course, all of you listening on 93.3 The Legend. Riders trying to close out a magical night, but you can't rest on your laurels, man. You're playing the Sixers. The Sixers came back last night, down 2-0 in the 7th. They won that game over Sheridan, 4-2 in front of the capacity crowd. The 1-1. Here's a little nub off the bat. Fink drop stepping, going over, and he tried to barehand it, and he can't get it. And safe at first base is Reisdorfer. And it's really hard for a pitcher, but sometimes you just got to let a ball go. Reisdorfer reaches, infield single. Brings up Ben Bowman. Cheyenne with their leadoff man aboard, down 5-0. Here in the bottom of the 5th, the first pitch misses low with the turf and the count 1-0. Bowman 0 for 1, right-handed batter. Fink, the power pitcher. 72 pitches so far for Fink, the 1-0. A tapper towards third, and that's going to go foul and right into the right hand of Ty Lane. Ty Lane, co-manager of the year here in the state of Wyoming with Nate Perleyberg. So 1 seed versus the 2 seed. State 3 of the state tournament, the 1-1. He reaches for a bunt, and he missed it. He tried a surprise bunt, couldn't quite stab at it, and the count 1-2. Ball kind of tailed away on a slant. Bowman 0 for 1. Reisdorfer over at first, the 1-2. Fastball chest high, and the count is even. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 5-0, Gillette with the lead. The 2 standouts for the Riders. Corey Schilling at third. He has a 2-run single and a solo home run. And then Jason Fink, of course, he has gone 4 scoreless thus far. Fink with his feet staggered, the 2-2. He got him looking. Four-seam fastball at the knees. A beauty by Fink on the inner half of the plate. Another strikeout for Fink. That's out number 1 in the 6th or 5th inning. Fink 5 Ks in the game. That brings up the top of the order, Mason Tafoya. Mason 1 for 2, a base hit to center. His second time up. First pitch to him. Hard stuff in, the count 1-0. Reisdorfer over at first, 1 away. Tafoya at the dish. 5-0 Gillette. All the fans here hanging on every pitch. The 1-0. That one misses in, and the count 2-0, excuse me. 2 balls, no strikes. Runner at first, 1 down. The stretch from Fink, the 2-0. And that is lifted foul and out of play, first base side, and the count is 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 on, 1 out. 5-0 Riders. They scored 1 in the 4th, 4 in the 5th. Fink ready at the belt. Cocks his right arm. And the 2-1 misses in on the hands, and the count is 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike. Reisdorfer at first. Tafoya at the dish. McAnally on deck. Fink rears back in the 3-1. That's launched in the deep left center field. Drew drop stepping. He's back at the warning track against the wall, and he makes the catch up against the Hunter Green wall in left center field. Reisdorfer retreating, sprinting back to the bag at first. Great job by the center fielder, Mason Drew, the freshman. And that brings up Coulter McAnally. McAnally's flying out to center. He's grounded into a 6-4-3 double play. Runner at first, 2 down. McAnally, the future Utah Ute. He's going to play in the Pac-12, maybe the Big 12 at some point. First pitch to Coulter. Strike called, inner half of the plate. The count is 0-1. McAnally, regular season at .444. He had 6 homers, 67 driven in. The 0-1 pitch. There's a tapper, hit towards short. Seth Peterson, the 8th grader, charging. He drops the baseball. He hit off the tip of his glove and then his left knee. Fink says, hey, man, it's all right. He taps him on the small of the back. He said, it's good, man. A veteran and an 8th grader right there. And you know what? I noticed something from this Rider team. A lot of times with these youngsters, an error will kind of demoralize them. Not tonight. Seth's all right. You got to forget about it. You got to move on. 2 on, 2 out. McAnally reaches on the air. Zach Kostopoulos to the dish. And Fink has been his kryptonite. He's 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts. The first pitch he'll pull foul to the left of the bag at third. The count 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. 2 on, 2 out. A stretch from Fink. And the 0-1 offering. There's a tapper towards first. Collada's got it. Backhanding it right along the chalk. He runs to the bag at first and taps it with his right foot to win the inning. Fink works his way around some base runners in the 5th. We go to the 6th inning. Gillette 5. Cheyenne nothing. Day 3 of the state tournament. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Post 42 Baseball.
I'm Kendall Roberts with the Wyoming Seatbelt Coalition. Whether your car is a classic car or a new one, buckle up every time. Buckle up for life, Wyoming.
As your local Ricoh, Toshiba, and Sharp dealer, Mountain West Business Solutions represents quality office equipment that lasts. We work with each client to understand your workflow, your goals, and your bottom line. Whether you lease or purchase office equipment, we have many ways to work with you to provide the best products at the best value. We also service and provide supplies for HP printers. Call Mountain West Business Solutions today. Let us help you find the best solutions for you and your business.
Take a deep breath as this is yet another great game here in Sheridan. It's the 2022 Double-A State Tournament live from Sheridan, brought to you on mylocalradio.com by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming. Now back to the voice of the Rough Riders, Chris Brintle.
Lead things off, 8, 9 one-hitters. Riley struck out twice today. He's 0 for 2. Dominic Hecker will hit after that. Then the top of the order to Seth Peterson. Riley digs in from the right side. Corey Reddy rears back, and the pitch to Riley. Riley launches this one towards deep left field, but gliding over his Bowman, and he's going to run up and make the catch, reaching up above his powder blue cap with the red bill. 1 pitch, 1 out for the Riders in the 6th. I do like the fact that Riley was aggressive there. And that brings up Dominic Hecker. Hecker is grounded to first. He's reached on an error. Dominic, the scarlet socks, the white kicks, the scarlet gloves. First pitch to the sophomore. Ground ball sharply hit through the hole. Base hit to left field. Right in between Tafoya and Macadelli. Tafoya made a diving attempt with a forehand. He couldn't quite get it, as he also lost his glove for a second. So that one squirts into left field. Hecker has a 1-out single. And the Riders have another base runner. Hecker now 1 out of 3. Brings up the top of the order in Seth Peterson. Seth has struck out, reached on an error. He has walked. 5-0 Riders. No lead is safe, though. You got to keep that foot on the gas pedal against Cheyenne. First pitch against Seth. That one tails in. And the count is 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes. 1 away. Hecker sidesteps over, taking his lead at first. A stretch by Corey Williams. The sophomore's 1-0. And Seth launches his down the left field line. That's a fair ball. And it's in the alley in the corner, close to the warning track. Hecker will do a headfirst dive into third base. And Seth Peterson's into second with a stand-up double. And the Riders in business again. They have runners at second and third, 1 away here in the top of the 6th inning. Seth has now reached twice in 4 plate appearances. That brings up Mason Drube. Drube 1 for 3, an RBI single his last time up. Gillette scored 4 runs in the 5th. They have runners at second and third, 1 out here in the 6th. They lead 5-0. First pitch to the freshman Drew. He pops this one up, and it's over our heads here in the Fisher Sand and Gravel Sports booth. And the count is 0-1. Mason Drube, 6'3", 190-pounder, talented in all 3 sports. More than likely will be the starting quarterback for the Gillette Camels this year. In fact, that's in a month. Now time called. Hecker at third base, Seth Peterson at second. On the basketball court, Drube averaged 9.7 points per game as a freshman. Drube is ready, waving that bat behind his black helmet. Infield in for the Sixers right now, the 0-1. Strike called. Outer edge, it's 0-2 to the freshman Mason Drube. The sophomore Dominic Hecker will take his lead at third in moments. The 8th grader Seth Peterson takes his lead, sidestepping over at second behind the defenders as the Sixers have the infield in, down 5-0. Maybe Drube here can loop one over the infielders. The stretch like Corey Williams. And the 0-2 to Mason. He waves and misses at a pitch that died on him on the outer edge of the plate. Mason Drube shouts something in disgust. I probably can't repeat what he said on this program. Maybe he just said, dang it. And that brings up Corey Schilling. Corey Schilling, 2 for 3 with a solo home run and a 2-run single. Runners at second and third, 2 down. The stretch by Williams. The pitch to Corey. Misses low and away, ball 1. Sun almost down in Sheridan. Darkness descending upon Sheridan. We have a beautiful sky off ahead. Cobalt blue skies. You have some pink, some peach, some coral in there. Some purplish skies. It's a gorgeous night. The lights are on. It's 5-0 Rough Riders. We're in the top of the 6th. The Riders threatening again, but there's 2 outs. The 1-0. A check swing and a line drive, and a one-hops to Williams, the pitcher. He's going to pop up off of his knees, jog halfway to first, and underhanded to Kostopoulos in time. That ends the inning. Man, oh man, the Sixers fight their way out of a tough situation here in the 6th. We move on to the bottom of the 6th. Sixers down to the last 6 outs as the Riders lead it 5-0. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Post 42 Baseball.
Ready is committed to providing superior services to our customers by requiring individual accountability for excellence in quality, safety, and dependability. We are a growing company that is currently hiring across Wyoming, Colorado, Texas, Nevada, Idaho, and elsewhere. Our valued team members receive competitive wages, full benefits, and weekly pay. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
Nothing makes your kid feel like a superstar more than seeing his or her very own Fathead in the stands. Fathead car decals and yard signs are inexpensive and easy to get at Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. Whether it's for the big game or to cheer on the high school band, our children make us proud in so many ways. Show your pride today. Go Red Devils! West Star Printing and Rocky Mountain Sign, 243 7th Street, Evanston.
Five 0 Gillette on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Welcoming back Chris Brintle to the Union broadcast booth. Union, everything else is just internet. It's the 2022 AA State Baseball Tournament, live on mylocalradio.com, brought to you by Buckle Up for Life, Wyoming.
One pitch by the senior. That one drops in for strike two. He went off speed on the inner half, and the count 2 strikes on Hastings. Heart of the Sixer order due up, Hastings, Romero, and Lopez. Hastings 0 for 2. He's reached on an error. The late kick and the 0-2 pitch. He got him looking. A curveball catching the inner portion of the plate. A nasty pitch by Jason Fink, the rider ace. Strikeout number 6 for Fink, out number 1 in the 6th. Sixers down to their final 5 outs, trailing 5-0. Brings up Julian Romero. Stand-up double his last time up. He's 1 out at 2. First pitch to Julian drops in for a strike on the outer half of the plates. Romero, a left-handed batter. Fink cocks his right arm, the 0-1. That one slapped foul off the netting behind home plate, and the count is 2 strikes. The winner will for sure be in the championship round Friday. The loser fights for their lives tomorrow. The 0-2. And that one misses away, and the count is 1-2. We already know the Cheyenne Sixers will play Jackson tomorrow. We already know Gillette will play their rival Sheridan in what's going to be a packed house. And basically a true road game. The leg kick and the 1-2. And that one misses low in the turf. 2 balls, 2 strikes. We also know next week, Northwest Regional, Lackey Memorial Stadium in Gillette. You can hear all of those games as well on 93.3 The Legend and online at basonsradio.com. Fink the wind, the 2-2 offering out of his right hand, and that is lifted. It's going to hook foul over the side rail and out of play near the Cheyenne Sixer bullpen, where there currently is some action. Fink with his feet staggered, glove out in front of his scarlet uniform. He cocks his right arm, the 2-2. And that again lifted foul and out of play over into the street. That might have hit a house over there. If the windows break, do we run? Like when you're in the city? Anyway, playing stickball, the 2-2. That one misses low at the shins. And the count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Julian Romero, who's 1 out at 2 with that stand-up double. Romero, 3 out of 7, 2 RBIs in the postseason. That 3-2 pitch just misses off the edge of the plate. He walked in. So now 1 on, 1 out for the Sixers here in the bottom of the 6th, down to their final 5 outs. Good at bat for Romero. That brings up Dominic Lopez, who flied out to center field his last time up. A nice running catch by Mason Drube on the warning track. Drube has been spectacular defensively out in center field. Plus, he has that RBI single. Corey Schilling has been flat out spectacular. A dinger to left and a 2-run single. Jason Fink, so far, 5 1/3 scoreless. That pitch from Fink, a high fastball, and he could not catch up with it. The count is 0-1. Fink right there, probably 86, 87. Count 1 strike. Fink checks out the runner at first. He comes set at the belt, feet staggered, the 0-1. That one died on the hitter and misses low at the shins, and the count even. A ball and a strike. Lopez has been hit by a pitch. He's flying out to center field. Righty versus righty matchup. Now the 1-1 pitch after a low leg kick. Misses high and tight. It's 2-1 to Dominic Lopez. 5-0 Rough Riders. Bottom of the 6th. 5-run lead for Gillette as the Sixers down to their final 5 outs. The stretch from Fink and the 2-1. Strike called. Mid-80s fastball down the middle. Thigh high. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 on, 1 out. The runner at first is Romero. Lopez at the plates. Romero, a pretty good sized lead. And now Nate Perliberg is going to come out. And now the entire infield will coalesce around Jason Fink. Jason Fink, I believe, has thrown 103 pitches. So Pearl out there to chat with Fink. He's had a tremendous outing. 5-0 Gillettes. At some point, Gillette's going to have to go to their pen. Fink at 103 pitches, if that count is correct. 1 on, 1 out. 5-0 Riders. Fink comes set at the belt. The 2-2 pitch. Oh, a swing, but did it hit the bat here? No, it didn't. It hit Romero. Well, Schilling's going to go to first, and now we have to have a discussion. The umpires are going to chat about it here. He swung at the pitch. Romero there at second base. Lopez swung. It hit him. So now they're going to bring all 3 umpires, all 4 of them, I should say, and have a conversation. Well, this is going to be interesting. We should have given them the microphones. I think he swung. If it hit the bat, it would have been a foul. Well, everybody discussing what they think should happen here. And everybody looking at these 4 umpires right in between the bag at first and home plates. And I think what they've determined is a foul ball. And now Ty Lane and Nate Perliberg will both go out there, coalesce with the umpire in front of home plate and get an explanation. I believe they have called a foul. They have a foul ball. So we'll reset the scoreboard here in a moment as now Ty Lane wants an explanation. Nate Perliberg just kind of nodding his head along. Lane thought that just hit him and that he should have 2 runners on with 1 down. Now he wants a further explanation as he gives a repost to the home plate umpire. Home plate umpire now giving a rebuttal. Ty Lane really not happy with the explanation he's getting, but he's going to nod his head and go back to the dugout. 2 balls, 2 strikes, runner at first, 1 down. I think the home plate umpire is saying that it nicked the bat as he swung. And now Ty Lane arguing further and even has some more. He has a facetious smile on his face and a perplexed look. Well, Lane did not like the explanation. And one wonders how Tag Lane would have handled that. He might be thrown out of this one. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Tag, if you're watching, you're probably laughing about that one. Fink is ready at the belt, the 2-2. Oh, and that one hit him on the left tricep. That one hits him on the left tricep, and some of the Cheyenne fans don't like it. So Fink hits Lopez on the left tricep. Probably just lost it. And now the Sixers have 2 on, 1 out. We have 105 pitches here for Jason Fink. Now they're going to double check the pitch count. It is at 105. So now the Sixers here, and boy, you have to stifle and stymie the Sixer momentum if you're Gillette. Nate Perliberg out there. He'll make a call to the pin, and he's going to bring in Leighton Holden. Leighton Holden out of the pin when we come back. A tremendous start for Jason Fink against the Sixers here tonight. And the Riders lead it 5-0 with one out in the bottom of the sixth.
In May of 2019, Uintah County School District Number 1 became the first school district in Wyoming to achieve a certified level 1 on high reliability schools by the Rosanna Leadership Center. We're focusing on 3 levels. Level 1 is a safe and collaborative culture. Level 2, effective teaching in every classroom. And Level 3 is a guaranteed and viable curriculum. We are certified Level 1 in safe and collaborative culture. This is Superintendent Ryan Thomas. Congratulations to everyone in our district. Keep up the great work.
Uintah County School District Number 1, Pathway to Excellence.
In the state where life is elevated, live your life in a higher gear. Cash Honda Yamaha can help you enjoy our beautiful local terrain, whether it's in the valleys, mountains, snow, or water. So get out and enjoy all nature has to offer at a higher speed. Visit Cash Honda Yamaha in Cache Valley to start living your life at your new speed. Visit us in Hyde Park, just north of Logan, Utah.
Leighton Holden makes his postseason debut as Jason Fink goes 105 pitches and 5 1/3 innings pitched as we go into the bottom of the sixth. It's the Union broadcast booth with Chris Brintle and the 2022 AA Wyoming American Legion Baseball State Tournament live on mylocalradio.com, brought to you by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming. Here is Chris Brintle. Looks like we're getting a little bit of a delay with Chris as Leighton Holden gets ready for this one. And now he's ready to go, and here he is in the Union broadcast booth.
Sixers threatening. Gillette goes to the pin for Leighton Holden. Fink threw 105 pitches. He goes 5 1/3 scoreless. But those 2 runs would be charged to him. Leighton is ready with his feet staggered. The first pitch out of Leighton's right hand misses low at the shins. The count is 1-0. Holden 7-5, 3.45 ERA. He's had a tough July. In July, in 4 starts, he's 1-2 with an ERA of 9. Leighton ready at the belts. He rears back in the 1-0 pitch. And that one bounces in front of home plate, and the count is 2-0. Holden before that had 6 straight quality starts. He's got 9 out of 15 quality starts. In his last 4 appearances, 15 2/3, 22 runs allowed. Leighton comes set, feet staggered, checks the runner at second. Let's see who will pitch. Breaking ball falls in for a strike, and the count is 2-1. Caden Anderson has walked. He has struck out. 5-0 Riders. Leighton with his glove resting on his left oblique. He comes set. They set up outside edge. The late kick of the 2-1. That one misses low and in, and the count is 3-1. It caroms away from Riley, but a great job by the sophomore going and retrieving the ball ASAP. And now Dominic Hecker will come in with Leighton and Riley. Quick conversation. Maybe Dominic's going to tell a joke here. Count is 3-1. Indigo skies here in Sheridan. The lights are on a gorgeous evening. 5-0 Gillette, but we know that this Sixer offense can explode at any minute. They have a superfluous amount of weapons at the plate. The 3-1 pitch from Leighton. Low and away. He walked him. The bases are loaded. Well, first sign of trouble really tonight for Gillette. Bases loaded, 1 away. Romero at third. Lopez at second. Anderson at first. All free passes, 2 walks and a hit batter. Riders would love a grounder here, try to get 2, get out of this thing, but they would trade a run for an out as well. Leighton ready, the pitch. Swing and a miss to Reisdorfer on a four-seam fastball, tailing in on his hands. The count is 0-1. 5-0 Rough Riders, bottom of the 6th, but Cheyenne threatening in a big way. Bases full, 1 away. The base runners each take their respective leads. Leighton ready at the belt. He cocks his right arm in the 0-1 offering. Breaking ball, ground ball to Seth, could be 2. He scoops it up. Sidearms a throw on into right field. 1 run is in, and 2 runs will score as Lopez sprints across home plate. And it is 5-2 Gillette. And that is exactly what happened last night when Cheyenne came back to beat Sheridan. The exact same play. The ball was in the exact location and went into right field. And now the tying run is at the dish. Brings up Ben Bowman. Riders 2 errors in the game. (5-2) Gillette as they try to hang on. Tying run at the dish. Leighton Holden ready at the belt. He's going to kick. He's going to fire out of his right hand. Fly ball hit towards center. Drew drop stepping, backpedaling near the edge of the warning track. He makes the catch. Here comes the throw. Trying to score is Anderson, and he crosses home plate, taps it with his right foot, and it's now a 5-3 game. Sixers now hanging around here in Sheridan. Again, the winner moves on to play tomorrow at 4. And no matter what happens in that game, the winner will be in the championship round on Friday. That brings up the top of the order in Mason Tafoya after the Ben Bowman sac fly. Tafoya, 1 out of 3. Flew out to deep center at the warning track to Drew his last time up. Runner at first, 2 away. Leighton ready at the belt. The first pitch to Mason. That one bounces in the turf, and the count is 0-1. The drama here in Sheridan. Cheyenne down to their final 4 outs, trailing by 2. They're back in it here. Leighton is ready. Leighton rears back in the 1-0. Strike called at the knees, and the count is 1-1. What got Cheyenne back into this game was a free pass to Romero, a hit batter to Lopez, a walk to Anderson. And then an error that could have been a double play to get out of the inning. Just like Sheridan last night. Leighton ready from the belt. This game eerily similar to last night. But the Riders trying to exercise some demons tonight against Cheyenne. They've had some tough luck against the Sixers of late. In fact, they've lost 8 straight against Cheyenne. The count is 1-2. 5-3 Riders. Tying run at the plate in the bottom of the 6th. Sixers down to their final 4 outs. The stretch by Leighton. He is ready at the belt. He leans and fires the 1-2. Oh, miss low. Goes between the legs of Schilling and all the way to the backstop. And moving into scoring position now is Reisdorfer. He's there with 2 down. Well, the Riders need a moment to gather themselves and regroup here. Gillette scored the first 5. The Sixers have scored the last 3, all in this 6th. Leighton spinning the baseball in his right hand. His feet are staggered, glove resting on his left oblique. He's ready at the belts. And the 2-2 offering. Launched into left field. Cluck makes the catch right at his chest and left. And he points to the sky as that ends the inning. The Riders keep the lead in the 6th, but the Sixers say game on here in Sheridan. They score 3, and they're back in it as we move on to the 7th. Gillette, Cheyenne adding another chapter here tonight.
In May of 2019, Uintah County School District Number 1 became the first school district in Wyoming to achieve a certified level 1 on high reliability schools by the Rosanna Leadership Center. We're focusing on 3 levels. Level 1 is a safe and collaborative culture. Level 2, effective teaching in every classroom. And Level 3 is a guaranteed and viable curriculum. We are certified Level 1 in safe and collaborative culture. This is Superintendent Ryan Thomas. Congratulations to everyone in our district. Keep up the great work.
Uintah County School District Number 1, Pathway to Excellence.
In the state where life is elevated, live your life in a higher gear. Cash Honda Yamaha can help you enjoy our beautiful local terrain, whether it's in the valleys, mountains, snow, or water. So get out and enjoy all nature has to offer at a higher speed. Visit Cash Honda Yamaha in Cache Valley to start living your life at your new speed. Visit us in Hyde Park, just north of Logan, Utah.
We start the 7th inning, and man, what a game this has been. We were wondering if we'd have any more great games after the great game we had. Extra innings between Casper where Jackson upset the Oilers. Well, we have our answer. Another classic here in Sheridan. On to Chris Brintle in the Union broadcast booth. The 2022 AA State Tournament live on mylocalradio.com, brought to you by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming.
Fink crosses home plate with the tip of his bat and digs in. 5-3, Gillette leading by 2. Corey Williams rears back the 1-0. Fink lifts this one foul behind home plate and out of play over the Fisher Sand and Gravel Sports booth where I, Chris Brintle, currently reside. By the way, that was Aiden Peterson in left that made that catch to win the last half inning. They had switched him secretly. Well, I didn't know about it, but anyway, he made the catch to left. Nice play by Aiden. Fresh off the bench, making that catch. The 1-1 pitch to Fink on the way. Ground ball hit towards short. McAnally snags it, forehanding it. Crow hops towards first, then sidearms it over to Kostopoulos to get Fink by a step and a half. 1 up, 1 down here for the Rough Riders in the top of the 7th inning. And that brings up Colston Cluck. Cluck in this game has walked twice. Digs in from the right side. Cluck, a senior. First pitch to him. Tap foul just to the left of home plate. In fact, it hit off of the right shin of Cluck. Thank goodness it didn't hit his foot. His injured foot he's going to have surgery on after the year. Colson 3 for 7. He's reached 5 times in the postseason. He's got the white shoe on the left foot, the black shoe on the right foot. Count 0-1 to Colson. 1 out, bases empty, top of the 7th. 5-3 Riders. The late kick and the 0-1. And that one misses low and outside of the count as a ball and a strike to the senior. Corey Williams ready. By the way, all of Gillette's seniors will be done after this year. The 1-1 to Cluck. Ground ball hit towards short. Tafoya, the third baseman, dives on his knees, pops up, fires to first. Close play. Cluck dives head first. He doesn't get there. They got him by inches as Cluck bounces his black helmet off the turf. 2 away in the Riders' 7th. That's a nice play by Tafoya at third. And that brings up Kaysen Loftus, the freshman, 1 out of 3 with an RBI single tonight. Loftus on the year, 4 for 8 here in the postseason. The freshman coming up big in crunch time. First pitch to Loftus. Lifted foul and out of play, first base side into the parking lot. Gillette scored 1 run in the 4th. They added 4 runs in the 5th. They led 5-0. The Sixers scored 3 in the bottom of the 6th in the last half inning to get back in this thing. Late kick by Williams, the 0-1 to Cluck. Misses low and away. Ball 1. Sixers 61-10. They've won 20 of 21 games in 8 straight. The Riders are 14-6 in their last 20. They are 48-22. 1 seed versus 2 seed tonight. The winner moves on to the championship round Friday. The 1-1. Misses low and away. The count is 2-1. Again tomorrow, Gillette, no matter what happens, will play Sheridan That game could be an elimination game. The Sixers will play Jackson. That game could be an elimination game depending on this result. Williams rears back the 2-1 offering. A fastball chest high. Loftus, right-handed batter, the long scarlet socks, the black and white kicks. 3-1 the counts. The wind from Williams, the 3-1 pitch. Misses away, he walked him, good at bat by Kaysen. And that brings up a pinch hitter for Gillette. It'll be Leighton Holden. Leighton Holden, a pinch hitter. And a bit of a surprising move. And it's because, yeah, maybe it's the DH spot anyway. Leighton digs in from the right side. First pitch to Leighton. A fastball strike down the middle. And the count is 0-1. It's because they put Aiden in left. So Cluck technically is the DH and Leighton the pitcher now. Runner at first, 2 down, 5-3 riders. Williams is ready. The 0-1 pitch. Misses low and away. And the count is a ball and a strike to Leighton Holden. And now, Ty Lane, who's done a fabulous job with this Cheyenne Sixer program, will walk out to the mound. Looks like a meeting between Lane, Williams, and the catcher Anderson. Leighton Holden to chat with Nate Perleyberg. Kaysen Loftus has speed. He's over at first base. There's 2 away. I don't think they'll test the arm of Anderson here. But I've been wrong before. Just ask my wife. Hey, baby, I'm glad you're watching. You look good tonight, baby. I know you do. All right, 1-1 the count. Runner at first, 2 down. The stretch by Williams. The 1-1 pitch. And that one misses low and away, and the count is 2-1. Top of the 7th, runner at first, 2 down, 5-3. Big lead over at first from the speedy Kaysen Loftus. The stretch by Williams, the 2-1 pitch, and that is slapped foul. First base side over the yellow and silver bleachers. Great crowd on hand here in Sheridan. The winner will move on to Championship Friday. The loser faces elimination tomorrow against their opponent. The stretch from Corey Williams. He shrugs his shoulders, takes a deep breath, the 2-2. Misses low and away, and the count goes full to Leighton, 3-2. Leighton, the bare-handed look. Leighton Holden is 2 for 19 this year in very limited time at the plate. Now the stretch by Williams. Well, there goes Loftus, and nobody sees him. Loftus takes second base. Nobody even noticed. Even in the infield, no one noticed, or they didn't care, one of the two. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Loftus here will be going from second. The lay kick, the payoff pitch, and Leighton bloops one to right. Coming on is Lopez. He dives. He can't make the play. It's a base hit as it bounces on the emerald green grass. Jumping on home plate is the freshman Loftus, and the Riders lead it 6-3. Wow! That is Leighton Holden's 3rd hit of the season. Nate Perleyberg pressing the right buttons here tonight. A much-needed insurance run here in Sheridan. Leighton at first, 2 down, ground ball off the glove of Tafoya, and then Machiavelli scoops it up, and everybody's safe. Infield single, Riley Schilling. Well, the Riders know no lead is safe, so of course, they'd love to add more here. 6-3 Gillette. The sophomore second baseman, Dominic Hecker, digging in. 2 on, 2 out. Now the stretch by Corey Williams. The leg kick and the pitch. That one misses low and away, ball 1. Cheyenne has defeated Gillette 3 times this year. They've outscored them in those 3 games, 23-6. Only one of those games were close. Tonight, Gillette leads 6-3. We're in the top of the 7th. A spot in championship round Friday on the line. The 1-0 pitch to Hecker. Swing and a miss. On a pitch, it darted away from him. It's 1-1. In case you're just joining us, the Stars. Defensively, Mason Droop in center. Offensively, Corey Schilling. A solo home run and a 2-run single on the mound. Jason Fink, 5 1/3. He allowed 2 runs. That pitch misses low and outside, and the count is 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 on, 2 out. Holden takes his lead at second. Riley, the sophomore, takes his lead at first. Leighton, a veteran base runner. A senior, the 2-1. Misses low and away. Ooh, that was a nice scoop by Anderson. How big is that? Both runners would advance 90 feet. He had to go to his right and backhand that thing, reaching out there like Gumby. 3 balls and a strike. 2 on, 2 out. Now the stretch by Corey Williams. And the 3-1. Oh, strike called, outer edge. Hecker took 2 steps towards first base. Nate Perleyberg shouting instructions to his base runners. Leighton Holden at second. Riley Schilling at first. 2 away. 6-3 Gillette, top of the 7th. Williams is ready at the belt. Gillette has scored 1 insurance run here in the inning. The leg kick and the payoff pitch, the runners go. And Hecker will lift that one foul and out of play into the lights while the bugs are flying. Count full, 3-2. Runners at first and second, 2 down. The leg kick, the 3-2 pitch. There goes the runners, and Hecker's going to pop this one first base side. Kostopoulos gives a look, but it lands 3 rows up in the yellow and green bleachers. And now the count is full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. 2 on, 2 out. 6-3 Rough Riders. The Riders have not won a state championship since 2014. The count 3-2. The stretch, the payoff pitch. There goes the runners. Hecker lines this one towards center field. Bowman going back towards the edge of the warning track after he drops steps, and he makes the catch above his powder blue cap. That ends the inning. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Can the Riders hang on and make it to Championship Friday? We find out live and next.
When considering your next visit to the dentist, make your appointment with an office that handles it all. At Blacksburg Dental, Dr. Irene and his professional team treat patients of all ages. Everything from cleanings and x-rays to crowns and implants, clear aligners to teeth whitening, and 6-month checkups and emergencies. Blacksburg Dental accepts all insurances and even has options for people without. Care for your teeth the best way possible. Call Blacksburg Dental today at 307-782-3630 and schedule an appointment.
Wyoming is unique. When it comes to high school sports, we might travel 6 hours to a game, but when we get there, we know the other team, their parents, and the coaches. Wyoming is like one small town with really long streets. When your travels take you to Evanston, always stay with your friends at the Best Western Dunmar Inn. Clean, comfortable rooms, a restaurant serving healthy, delicious food, and breakfast is always included. If you're bringing the team or following the team, stay with us every time you're in Evanston. The Best Western Dunmar Inn.
Another great game. I can't say it enough, as it all comes down to this. The winner of this game will have a spot in Championship Saturday. Will be the top-ranked Cheyenne Post 6 Sixers, who find themselves down going into the final inning for the second night in a row. They came back down by 2 against Sheridan last night. Well, Can they do it for a second night in a row, or will Gillette finally get the better of their rivals in 2022? Let's find out. Welcoming back to the Union broadcast booth, Chris Brintle. Everything else is just internet. That's Union. Big thank you to them for sponsoring our broadcast booth this year. And a big thank you to Buckle Up for Life Wyoming for being our sponsor, making it possible for us to bring every single game of the AA state tournament live to mylocalradio.com. Here is Chris Brentle.
It's Coulter McAnally, the dangerous Zach Kostopoulos, and then Keldon Hastings, who's dangerous in his own right. First pitch incoming to the future Utah Ute out of the hands of Leighton Holden. His feet are staggered, the wind. He rears back, and here's the first pitch. Misses low. In the turf, the count is 1-0. Midnight blue skies here in Sheridan. The lights are on. It's a gorgeous night. Good crowd on hands. Leighton rears back. The 1-0 offering. Strike called at the knees. 1-1. Let's rewind. Let's flash back. 24 hours ago, the Cheyenne Sixers trailed the Sheridan Troopers 2-0 going into the 7th inning, the same inning we're in now. They came back, they scored 4 runs, and ultimately got the win. Count 1-1. Right now they're down 3. High late kick, Holden. 1-1. Swing and a miss. The pitch died on McAnally. And it's 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to McAnally. And he has the blood red batting gloves on. Leighton, feet staggered. Glove out in front of his scarlet uniform. He cocks his right arm in the 1-2 offering. Line shot down the left field line. That's a foul ball. Just to the left of the chalk by inches. And I mean by like 2.5 inches. Holy smokes. Count 1-2 to Coulter McAnally. 6-3. Gillette leading. Nobody on, nobody out. Bottom of the 7th, 2, 3, 4 hitters up for Cheyenne. The late kick by Leighton. The 1-2 pitch. Didn't get the call on the outer edge. And the Gillette crowd a little upset at that one. It was borderline. It was close. It's 2-2. Leighton right back at it here. Wasting little time from the wind. He kicks. He deals the 2-2 with a high late kick. There's a bouncer towards third. Schilling charging right at the bag. He drops the baseball. It would have been really tough there to get Coulter. That's probably going to be an error on Gillette. That would be number 3. So McAnally reaches again. He's aboard with nobody out. Tying run on deck now for the Sixers. Brings up Zach Kostopoulos. Zach 0 for 3, 2 strikeouts, and a grounder to first. Boy, late in there, that's tough luck. He made a great pitch to McAnally. Now Kostopoulos, the power dude, 7 dingers this year. First pitch to him. Stayed up, collarbone high, the count 1-0. 6-3 ball game. Gillette the lead, bottom of the 7th, but the Sixers have a runner at first, nobody out, and no lead is safe. Cheyenne 61-10 coming into tonight. The stretch by Leighton. He rears back in the 1-0 pitch to Kostopoulos. That one misses low at the shins. And the count is 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes, 1 on, nobody out. We're live at Thorne Riders Stadium. Day 3 of the state tournament. The winner will for sure be in the championship round Friday. The loser faces elimination tomorrow. The stretch from Leighton. He rears back in the 2-0. And that one bounces in front of home plate. And it is 3-0, and there is action in the Rider bullpen. They start stirring around down there. Count 3-0. 6-3 Riders, bottom of the 7th, but Leighton Holden laboring here in the 7th. He comes set. Glove near his midsection. And the 3-0 pitch. Missed low at the shins. He walked in. Well, McAnally at second. Kostopoulos at first. Tying run at the plate. Nate Perleyberg, a slow walk out to the mound. Sammy Stearns is down there by the Rough Rider bullpen. There is action down there. Perleyberg has not pointed down there, so nothing doing as of now. I believe that's Carver Partlow warming up in the Rider pin, the 6'3" freshman. I think Perleyberg might be giving Partlow some time. 6'3", Gillette, bottom of the 7th. Hastings will dig in. He handles the bat extremely well, but you're down 3. So I would surmise they're probably not going to move runners here. Hastings represents the tying run. 6'3" Riders. Holden with his glove resting on his left oblique. Hastings, by the way, does have a homer this year. First pitch to him. Misses low and away in the count 1-0. A couple of Rider errors has given Cheyenne here a fighting chance in the 7th. 6-3. Gillette the lead. We're in the bottom of the 7th inning. Once upon a time, Gillette led 5-0. Layton ready at the belts. And the 1-0 pitch. Misses low and in, and the count is 2-0. Layton having some command issues here. Two balls, no strikes, 2-1, nobody out. 6-3 Riders in this huge game. The stretch from Layton Holden. He's ready at the belts. The 2-0 pitch. A fastball, a strike called on the inner half of the plate. It's 2-1. Boy, Layton needed that strike in a bad way. Layton's glove resting on the left side of his oblique. Again, Jason Fink out the start. He was phenomenal against a very potent Sixer lineup. He went 5 1/3 through 105 pitches. Had to come out. Holden is ready at the belts. Rears back of the 2-1. Strike called at the knees. Holden fights back here. It's 2-2. 6-3 Gillette, bottom of the 7th. Runners at first and second. Nobody out. McAnally, speedster at second. Zach Kostopoulos over at first. And now Riley Schilling, the sophomore, out to speak with the veteran senior Layton Holden. It seems as if the Rider pitcher down at the bullpen is ready. I believe that's Carver Partlow. It is Carver, the 6'3" freshman. He's jogging down to the dugout, and he's ready whenever they need him. 2-2 the count. Layton trying to fight back here. Runners at first and second. Nobody out. McAnally at second base. Kostopoulos at first. Layton ready at the belt. He rears back at the 2-2. Breaking ball upstairs. That was neck high, and it's 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Tying run at the plate. Nobody out. 6-3 Riders. They've watched their 5-run lead go down to 3. The stretch from Layton. Ready at the belts. Feet staggered. Rears and fires the 3-2. Hot shot foul, first base side to the right of the bag and down into the corner off the facade of the Rider bullpen. Still a full count. Quite the battle here. Hastings versus Holden. Hastings a barehanded look, no batting gloves. He's got the midnight blue and white shoes, the powder blue socks. Kostopoulos at first, McAnally at second. Nobody out. Riders lead by 3. Bottom of the 7th. Now Layton's going to step off the rubber. That Cheyenne dugout, I can hear from up here, effervescent down there. I think the Rider dugout a little more tense currently. The stretch by Layton. They set up outside edge. Layton kicks and fires the 3-2. Missed low and in. He walked it. Bases loaded. Tying run at first. Nate Perleyberg's coming out, emerging from the Rough Rider bullpen. Romero, Lopez, and Anderson scheduled to hit as the Riders cling to a 6-3 lead. But the Sixers with the bases full, nobody out. And you know what? Why not a freshman to try to close this game out with how young this Rider team is? 6'3 freshman, Carver Partlow, going to try to get the save, and he comes in a precarious situation. Will the Riders hang on? We find out next.
As one of the region's most visited websites, mylocalradio.com is here to serve you. Catch up on local and regional news and information. Buy, sell, or trade your good used items on the radio classifieds. Check the weather forecast or catch our live coverage of your high school teams in action, all on mylocalradio.com. Like us on Facebook so you never miss a giveaway, and visit mylocalradio.com today to stream it all live.
When it comes to protecting what you love, you want an insurance agent that cares more about your world, or about what you need. And that's exactly what you get with me, Todd Jones, your Southwest Wyoming Allstate agent. I am an agent who knows what it's like to live in Southwest Wyoming, and one who wants to protect our way of life as much as you do. Contact the Jones Allstate Agency today for your free quote, 307-789-1541. Again, that's 307-789-1541. Allstate, you're in good hands.
Allstate and affiliates offer products and services subject to availability, terms, and conditions.
'22 Wyoming American Legion Baseball Double-A State Tournament, brought to you on mylocalradio.com by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming. The Union broadcast booth has been hopping this whole week, and we have seen another instant classic here, as no games in this state tournament have been blowouts. They've all been worthy of the postseason title. We now turn it back over to Chris Brintle for the conclusion of this instant classic.
3. What a pressure moment for a youngster. Romero, Lopez, Anderson. That's the order Cheyenne has with the bases full and nobody out. Partlow working out of the wind with the bases full. Glove out in front of his midsection at his scarlet jersey. He kicks and he fires the first pitch. A fastball high and outside. The count is 1-0. Lights on. Midnight blue skies in Sheridan. We have ourselves another classic. 6'3 Riders trying to exercise demons tonight. The leg kick and the 1-0. Breaking ball stayed up, neck high. Riders came into this game with something to prove. Jason Fink didn't win Player of the Year. He had a good argument to do it. Nate Perleyberg wasn't alone his manager year. He had a good argument to get that. Riders a chip on their shoulder, but they got to finish it off. They lead 6-3 in the bottom of the 7th. The leg kick by Partlow and the 2-0. And that one misses low at the shins. It is 3-0. 3 balls, no strikes. I'd bet my house Romero's not swinging at this pitch. Partlow ready, rears back, 3-0 pitch. Fastball upstairs, he walked him. It's a 2-run game. McAnally is going to literally walk halfway down the line. He's going to jog across home plate. It is 6-4. Tying run at second. Go ahead run at first. That'd be the winning run for Cheyenne. Brings up Dominic Lopez. Game on the line here. A single could tie at an extra base hit, could win it. 6-4 Riders, still nobody out. Bases full. Well, it's kind of a foreboding mood for a team that's winning this game right now. Carver ready at the belt. The pitch. Drops in for a strike at the knees. And the count is 0-1. For the Riders, somebody on defense is going to have to make a play if they're going to close this out. Carver's going to have to make a couple of pitches. Made a good one there. He's ready. The 0-1 offering. Strike two. Four-seam fastball outer edge. And the count is 0-2. Lopez has been hit by pitches twice. You have Kostopoulos at third, Hastings at second, Romero at first. 6-4 riders. Nobody out. Bottom of the seventh. The Sixer runners each take their respective leads. The stretch by Carver. The freshman deals the 0-2. There's a little popper behind home plate. It sails out of play. Still 2 strikes is the count. That one over the Fisher Sand and Gravel Sports Booth. Glad you're with me to enjoy this drama-filled night here in Sheridan. Between two Wyoming powerhouses and two rivals. The stretch from Partlow. Feet staggered. The 0-2. Misses away. Good 0-2 pitch there. Borderline, but he missed it, and the count 1-2. 1-2 on Lopez. Bases full of Sixers. Tying run at second. Winning run at first. 6-4, Gillette the lead. Partlow nods his head, comes set at the midsection. The late kick in the 1-2. Misses low and away. Nice stab by Riley Shilly, though, to make sure another run didn't cross. It's 2-2. Sixers losing by 2 runs, but they've irrigated momentum here in the bottom of the 7th, and there's nobody out. Pressure on Gillette right now. The stretch and the 2-2. Foul tipped it. Oh, almost caught by Schilling. And barely staying alive right there is Lopez. 2 balls, 2 strikes, bases loaded, nobody out. Tying run at second, winning run at first. Carver has his glove resting on his heart. Freshman trying to get a save here and close this thing out. The 2-2. Check swing. He goes around. That's a strikeout on a darting four-seam fastball. And the Sixers down to their final 2 outs. That takes a little pressure off of Gillette's and a little pressure off the freshman, Carver Partlow. Now Fink wants to come in and chat with Carver and Riley, the veteran. 6-4 game, tying run at second, winning run at first. Cheyenne down to their final 2 outs. The winner of this game moves on to Championship Friday. Now tomorrow, Gillette will play Sheridan. Cheyenne will play Jackson. The loser of this game faces elimination tomorrow. Whew, bases loaded, 1 down. What a game. Drama here in Sheridan. Tying run at second, winning run at first. 6-4 Gillette, 1 down. Caden Anderson has walked twice. He has struck out. Carver's got to get it over the plate and trust his defense. Got a strikeout moments ago. I'm sure that was a bit of a relief. Probably didn't get the whole monkey off his back, but the albatross definitely got lighter for Carver Partlow and the entire Rough Rider roster. First pitch incoming, swing and a miss on a pitch that died on him. And the count is 1 strike. Looks like we have a pinch hitter in this ballgame. It is Hayden Swain. Swain, a pinch hitter, 285 hitter, 0 for 5 this week at state. Partlow glove resting at his heart on his scarlet jersey. Comes set, feet stagger. 6-4 Gillette, bottom of the 7th, bases loaded, 1 down. That pitch misses away. And the count 1-1 to Swain. Swain, a right-handed batter, slightly open stance. Kostopoulos at third, Hastings at second, Romero at first. 1 down, the stretch by Carver, the 1-1. Swing and a miss on a pitch darting away from the hitter on the outer edge. And the count is 1-2. And now Ty Lane wants to chat with this hitter, the pinch hitter, Hayden Swain. What a game this has been. The Riders trying to hang on. They lead 6-4 in the bottom of the 7th. Tying run at second, winning run at first. Another classic here at the 2022 state tournament. Glad you're listening on 93.3 The Legend. Glad you're watching on mylocalradio.com. It's 1-2, bases full of Sixers. Partlow takes a deep breath, glove resting on his heart. He comes set at the belts. The 1-2 offering. Tap foul behind home plate. He barely caught that at the end of his bat and barely staying alive. I know I need to take a deep breath. I'm sure Carver and the rest of the Rider crew and all the Sixers need to take a deep breath too. 6-4 game. Tying run at second. Winning run at first. Partlow leans in to get his sign. Ready at the belts, the leg kick, and the 1-2. He reaches out to right. It one hops to Loftus. That's a base hit. Loftus gets the throw into Fink. Kostopoulos scores, and the Sixers are within a run here in Sheridan. Tying run now at third and winning run now at second. Reisdorfer digs in. Swain, the pinch hitter, comes up big. That's his fourth hit against the Riders this year. He's 4 for 9. Brings up Ethan Reisdorfer, and oh boy. Tying run at third, winning run at second. Bases loaded, 1 out. 6-5. Middle infield for the Riders. In just a tad from the outfield grass. First pitch, misses it on the hands. He almost hit him. He almost hit Reisdorfer. And Reisdorfer thinking, oh, maybe I should have just stood there. He kind of hits his helmet off the tip of his helmet, or his bat off the tip of his helmet. If he gets hit there, we're tied. 6-5 Gillette, bottom of the 7th. Bases loaded, 1 down. Carver nods his head, comes set at the midsection. The leg kick in the pitch. Misses low and away. 2-0. The interesting part about that RBI single that was slapped to right, that was a great pitch by Partlow. Outer edge at the knee, Swain. Even better hitting, man. He reached out there, got the sweet spot on there enough, and got his team to within a run. Tying run at third. Winning run at second. 6-5 Riders. Bases loaded, 1 down. The stretch from Carver Partlow. The 2-0 pitch. Four-seam fastball called strike down the middle. That one thigh high. Count 2-1. Hastings at third. He represents the tying run. The stretch from Partlow. The late kick in the 2-1. Misses low and away. Nice dig by Riley Schilling behind the dish. It's 3-1. Reisdorfer 1 for 3 with an infield hit. Hastings at third, representing the tying run. Romero at second, representing the winning run. 6-5 Riders, bottom of the 7th. Cheyenne has scored 2 in this inning to get to within a run. The stretch from Carver. The leg kick in the 3-1. It hit him. That hit him on the left tricep. We're tied at 6. Hastings jogs in, walks across home plate. And we're all knotted up at 6 apiece. Reisdorfer does his job. Man, oh man. Nate Perleyberg, a slow walk towards the Rider mound right now, and definitely a foreboding mood with the Rider Nation. Winning run at third, still just 1 down. Riders will switch pitchers. Partlow's going to come out of this ball game. And it looks like Corey Schilling is going to pitch here in a pressure moment. And now the Sixers have a chance to win it next.
I buckle up because there's been too many fatalities around our house where somebody would have survived if they'd been wearing their seatbelt.
I definitely wear my seatbelt to keep him safe.
I wear it just for safety.
I buckle up because my mom makes me.
I buckle up to set a good example for my kids and to make sure they stay safe.
Getting home safe to my family.
I buckle up because it keeps me safe. Go Pups, buckle up!
Buckle up for life, Wyoming.
The best cement comes from Ellingford Brothers in Evanston. They've been mixing cement for every type of job for generations. Major construction, road and bridge, cement blocks, foundations, sidewalks, curb and gutter, cement steps, septic tanks, and water troughs. No job is too large or too small. Make sure you get the best quality cement available at the best prices. Always get your cement from Ellingford Brothers. Call today. Ellingford Brothers. We know cement. 307-789-1515.
3 here in the 7th. They come back down 5-0 to tie it at 6. First pitch out of the right hand of Corey Schilling. Misses low and away, ball one, game on the line here. Julian Romero is the runner at third. He matters because he's the winning run. Corey Schilling ready at the belt, the 1-0. A fastball. Away. 2-0. Ryder middle infield needs to be ready here, trying to turn 2. 2-0 count. Bases full, 6-6 game. And I don't know where that pitch was, but he called it a ball. 3-0. 3 balls, no strikes, 1 away, 6-6 game. Bases loaded, 1 down, 3-0 count. Schilling is ready at the belt. He rears back, he fires a 3-0. Low and away, he walked him. And the Sixers have completed a comeback. They were down 5-0. And they come back and they beat the Riders in the bottom of the 7th inning by a final score of 7-6. And the Sixers get a walk-off win. And for the second consecutive night, the Sixers, it looked like, was dead in the water. It looked like they were beaten by Sheridan. It looked like they were beaten by Gillette, but they find a way. And they keep that Sixer mystique here in Sheridan. Your final score, post 6-7, post 42-6, post game next.
When you drive on the best tires that are rotated, balanced, and inflated properly, you can save money 2 ways. The best tires can reduce wear and tear on your vehicle. That saves you money in the long run. The best tires can also improve your overall miles per gallon. That helps you save every time to fill up at the pump. At Freeway Tire in Evanston, we offer the best tires with the best service for every vehicle. Make sure you're running on the best tires you can. Visit Freeway Tire today, 217 Bear River Drive, Evanston.
Fresh and flavorful ingredients are what makes the best restaurants great. At El Paso All-American and Mexican Restaurant, each entree is prepared with only the freshest and tastiest ingredients. The menu includes everything from tacos to steak, fresh fruit waffles to omelets, and mouth-watering burgers to sandwiches. Come in and enjoy a meal today at the new El Paso All-American and Mexican Restaurant inside the log cabin on Bear River Drive.
Gee, Tommy, you look amazing. Did you try something different with your enamel?
No way. I wouldn't do anything to alter these pearly whites, but I did see Dr. McKay Frankham, who told me if I didn't floss, I could miss up 35% of food particles.
Really? He told you that?
Yep, and you know what? He's 100% right. I started flossing, and now I look better than ever.
Wow, I want to see Dr. McKay Frankham.
Well, give him a call, 307-789-8910. Easy to remember, right?
That's super easy. Dr. McKay Frankham at 307-789-8910. I'll call today.
The car just started to spin. I could feel the top of the truck hit my head. I could feel the seatbelt hold me in place, and I knew it was doing its job. And I was so thankful for those seatbelts because they held us in. We did not go through that windshield. We did not go out that door. When it spun and flipped, we remained in that vehicle. the most glorious moment of my life ever was to open my eyes and see her face.
I like to believe the seatbelt is what saved my mom and I's life, and I just don't understand why somebody wouldn't just take the 3 seconds to just make that small decision to click it. Ever since I came home from the hospital, they put me in a seatbelt, and even now as a new driver, I still remember always to put my seatbelt on.
It's such a simple action that you can do that can completely change the course of your life forever. We are the Braley family, and we're alive because we buckled up.
Buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Your final score on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard, another nightcap, another day at the 2022 state tournament in Sheridan, another classic. Cheyenne Post 6 comes back down 5-0 at one point and takes it 7-6 and will for sure play in it for a state title on Saturday, one way or the other. Welcoming you back into the Union broadcast booth, Elin Olive joined alongside Dennis Bedwell. Big thank you to Chris Brintle for providing the play-by-play and providing us a break. But I was producing it. You were watching the game, Dennis, and for the second night in a row, just wow.
Exactly. So I'm sitting here and thinking, this game is pretty much over with that 5-0 lead.
Nope.
Absolutely not. Cheyenne came roaring back, playing smart baseball, just like last night's nightcap. Wow. I thought last night was crazy. This night,
oh man,
beyond mind-blowing. It has been an amazing game. Both teams fighting for that opportunity to get into that championship game. Cheyenne, though, did what they had to do.
It's been an amazing day, and we'll talk more about that on the 307 Baseball 2022 AA State Tournament recap show for Day 3. David Settle's going to join us, I'm sure, for that because all 3 games were masterpieces and were great. But we're talking about this one. It's time for the Jimmy John's Free Fast Recap, brought to you by Jimmy John's in Sheridan at 727 East Brundage Lane, right here in Sheridan. A big thank you to those guys for providing, helping us bring this broadcast to you. And as mentioned earlier, Cheyenne, last night they were down 2-0. They were down 5-0 tonight, and just came roaring back, outscoring Gillette 7-1 in the 6th and 7th inning. A walk-off walk by Ben Bowman seals it. It scores Julian Romero, and the comeback is complete. Cheyenne will play Jackson tomorrow at 4 o'clock on mylocalradio.com. Pregame shortly before, and then Gillette will take on Sheridan at 1 o'clock on mylocalradio.com. Pregame shortly before that, as well as this has been an absolutely fantastic day of baseball. And again, we're going to talk all about it on the 307 Baseball Podcast 2022 AA State Tournament live recap show. We'll be joined by David Settle of YO Preps, and I cannot wait to hear his reaction to this amazing day of baseball. Laramie and Sheridan was great. Jackson and Casper was great. Yes. And then this Gillette Cheyenne matchup was everything we could have asked for.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. This is being brought to you by My Local Radio. We're looking forward to talking to you guys this evening. Please join us back again for our post-game wrap-up.
Yep, we'll be live from the Comfort Inn in Sheridan. A big thank you to them. They have been nothing but fantastic with us, as we will bring you the 2022 State Tournament Day 3 recap show starting at about, we could probably, it's going to be close as we are hitting the 10 o'clock hour. Probably going to start around 10:45. If that's too late for you, bookmark it. Watch it before the games tomorrow, which gets started at 1. A big thank you to Chris Brintle for providing us with the play-by-play and providing me and Dennis some rest. And a big thank you to you for tuning in. Also a big thank you to our producers, Mr. Colton Bagley, as well as Sean Hando, our sales manager, Matt Petrie. Our executive producer, of course, Val Cook. Our sales associates, Christine Wiley and Julie Burley, as well as Kayleen Anderson, our office manager, and the rest of the staff at My Local Radio Sports. The voice of the Rich Rebels in Utah, Mr. Aaron Pulling. The voice of the Preston Indians in Idaho, Mr. Dan Hubbard. The voice of the Westside Pirates in Idaho, Mr. Cody Olson. Of course, my broadcast partner, Dennis Bedwell. And a big special thank you to KLED out of Gillette's Chris Brintle. I'm Elon Off saying we'll see you guys next time the ball flies, which will be either tonight around 10:45 for our wrap-up show live from the Comfort Inn in Sheridan, or later on tomorrow at 1 o'clock if you choose to join us then for Sheridan versus Gillette. Winner moves to the state championships. Loser, their season comes to an end. Thank you guys so much, and take care.
The preceding has been a wholly owned production of MyLocalRadio.com and Cook Brothers Broadcasting, no portion of which may be used or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Old West Media Incorporated. Thank you for joining us on this First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Evanston Red Devil Sports on MyLocalRadio.com. Until next time, go Devils!